Good morning, great ICCOBites. Good morning, great ICCOBites. Yeah. The time is now 10 o'clock, and the 2024 ICCOBA Convention General Meeting is officially in session. Thank you. We need to introduce two special guests to be with us in the high table. The first person is Nedo Osayende. Please join us right here, sir. The second person is Alex Ihama. Please join us up here. Thank you. Nedo right here, please. Sit right here between me and the vice president. Okay? Okay, the special guest. I know you very well. Okay. Dr. Vincent Oganwun is going to lead us in an opening prayer. Please stand now.
Good morning, everyone. Let us begin by making the sign that brings us all together as Christians. And that is, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Almighty Father, we thank you for making this gathering possible. We, the ICCOBAs, have gathered here to deliberate on things that will foster the growth of ICCOBA worldwide. As we deliberate through this meeting, Father, we ask you to give us the wisdom to reach reasonable decisions on whatever we deliberate on. We thank you, O Lord, for giving us the leadership we have under Mr. Sunday Umaroge and his executive. Father, we thank you for that. Continue to guide them, shine light on them, direct their path. As we go forward from now, we pray to Christ our Lord.
Amen. Thank you. This is the last speaker, and the only mic we have. Okay. Lead us in the ICC hymn right now.
Who's that?
Where is the Gulobo supposed to play the music? So go up there.
Okay, let me see if he's cue. Let me cue him first. Good morning, brothers. Good morning, house. Good morning, fellow ICCOBAs. Brother Ogologo, are we queued for the ICC hymn? Thank you very much. Thank you. You all have done 100% already. You're going to get 1,000% by the time this convention is over. Thank you. Yes.
We stand for God and for His glory, the Lord supreme and God of all. Against His foes, we raise His standard. Around the cross, we hear His call. Strengthen our faith, Redeemer. Guide us when danger is nigh. To Thee we pledge our lives and service. Strong in our trust, our nation die. To Thee we pledge our lives and service. Strong in our trust, our nation die.
Could you just do the national anthem, please? You ready for the national anthem? Nigerian national anthem. Your new one is on your brochure. You don't know it now. The old new one. My weird. Yes, that's the first stanza. Yeah, we can sing it. Nigeria, we hail thee, our own and native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigeria's song and proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
Voice on the new one.
Yeah, we threw them. American, don't you? Those of you who, if you know that, that means you are old school.
Do you have a Canadian hymn, please?
The Canadian anthem.
You're not cute?
Okay, so you guys just sing it, we hum with you.
All right, okay, all right. Okay, thank you. Please be seated. Again, I want to welcome all of you to this 2024 ICCOBA ICCOBA convention in Toronto, Canada. Okay. Good morning, distinguished guests. The worldwide president, Nedo, member of ICCOBA from Nigeria, member of ICCOBA from North America, gentlemen, And I'm very happy to welcome you all to this year 2024 7th ICCOBA National Convention. I would like to begin by introducing the member of the executive team, the Vice President, Dr. Presley Omori. Please stand up. The Secretary General, Mr. Kenny Giwa Osage. The Financial Secretary, Mr. Morrison Osifo. The Treasurer, Mr. Osage Eweka. The Assistant Secretary General, who is not here with us right now due to the passing of his mother, he's in Nigeria for the burial ceremony. That is Mr. Ise Osayiren. Our social protocol officer, Mr. Adam Bello Osage. All right. Well, thank you all. And also, we do have our Board of Trustees right here. And I would like to, first of all, thank our Board of Trustees and make mention of our Board of Trustees who are here with us. Starting with Dr. Vincent Ogaun, who gave us the opening prayer. Please stand. Mr. Frank Ogbahon. Mr. Engineer Andrew Adeya. Dr. Austin Aro. Dr. Gave Ehige Omorodion, Dr. Uyi Peter Uyi Arasoma. Yeah. And Mr. Anthony Wariren. Thank you. I just want to make sure of those who are here with us. Dr. Philip Osahobo. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going from line to line so that I can see that. Okay. Yeah, I don't see. All right, I need to go to our Canadian brothers. Okay, you can do that. You do that later on, right? I'll let you do that. Okay. All right. But I need to mention Chief Ine. Where's Chief Ine, please? All right, he's coming.
Sorry?
Professor, oh, he needs to be sitting up here, please. Okay, Professor Bao. Do we have extra chairs?
There's a chair here.
There's a chair.
Right.
I didn't see him. I was looking for him earlier. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a BOT member too. Yeah. Yeah. And I know I saw Gregory, or did I say earlier? Is he here? Okay, good. Please put your hand together for him. Okay. Is Sylvester Oyebuka right here? No, he's not. Okay. Osak Wubomen. Is he here? Yeah, it's not here. Okay, those are our Board of Trustees. So can we put our hands together to all of our Board of Trustees, please? All right, thank you. And of course, the President and a few other people who are in the executive branch are members of the Board of Trustees, so we leave that out for right now. Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, at this time, I would like to pass the mic to the Canadian chapter president to welcome us up to Canada.
Yeah, so welcome everybody. We are very thrilled to meet you, Javier. I am Baba Tokwe, Tokwe Atafo. Yes, you can call me Tokwe, as all my colleagues call me, or Babs, which is more professional. But more importantly, I'm a very proud ICCOBite of the 1984 set. As president of our beloved Old School Association, it's my great pleasure to welcome you all to this year's convention. It's truly a privilege to see so many familiar faces and to have the opportunity to reconnect with our old friends and classmates. As you all know, our school holds a very special place in our hearts, as it was a place where we forged lifelong friendships. Think of all your friends from way back. Those are some of our closest friends today, not the ones even in the university or in our business places of work. So we learned valuable lessons from our teachers, who've laid the foundation for our future success. As alumni, we carry with us the traditions and values that were instilled in us while at our time in school. It's important that we'll continue to uphold and celebrate these ideals. This convention, which has been styled the Maple Convention, because we're in Canada, and maple is sweet. Most people you've met, I'm sure they've been very sweet to you. If they've not, meet them again. I'm sure you'll know. So it's time for us to reminisce about old times, share accomplishments since graduating. It's important for us to also be thankful for the journey, what we've all started out. And it's a special privilege for me, for the North American body, who, particularly the president, who was instrumental to betting this chapter. And please, at this stage, I just want us to give a round of applause to this. This is a very selfless work. When I was starting, I never understood it. When it says selfless, it is selfless, but with the spirit of excellence that we were imbibed on in ICC. So, it's time for us to discuss ways in which we can give back to our alma mater and support the current students who are following in our footsteps. I'm proud to see the dedication and passion that each of you bring to the convention. Many people have traveled from far and near, through all sorts, leaving your families behind. You could be anywhere in the world right now, but you chose to be here. Please, on behalf of I and my wonderful EXCO, please, a round of applause for yourselves for making this trip. Many people felt it wasn't going to be possible. There are a lot of hurdles and challenges. But anybody that's ever witnessed the birthing of a child knows that there's going to be pain pangs, but once the baby pops out, the mother is happy, everybody is happy. Even the baby is happy to be out because it's dark in there, right? So I applaud you. I'm confident that together we can make a positive impact on our schools and our community. Let us use this opportunity to strengthen our bonds and inspire each other. So please, in case you see somebody you don't know, walk up to them, introduce yourself to them, let them know what set you are. I'm proud to tell you that I'm a very proud Kizito member, the best house in that school. There's a lot of people will not feel the same, but we have St. Paul's, we have College House, We have, anyway, we'll talk about that later. So like, introduce yourselves, and let's get together this spirit of bond that we have. Continue to uphold the legacy. So finally, I thank you all for being here. It's supposed to be tonight we're reading this, right? I thank you all for being here this morning anyway, and look forward to a productive and memorable conversion. Let us make our school proud. We'll do this again in the night, but this is a dry run. Welcome, everybody. A big round of applause to yourselves. Thank you.
As usual, this is the time that our delegates introduce themselves. And so we need to start again from the high table, and we need to go straight down and straight down. And you all know the protocol. You tell us your name, you tell us your set, and you give us your honorable house. Okay. All right. Let's start.
Oh, me? Yeah. My name is Morrison Osifo, Mulumba House, class of 1982.
Good morning, House. My name is Bonnie Ilawo, Kizito House Prefect, class of 1985.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Kenny Giwasagi, Kizito House, class of 83.
Yeah, Sunday Umarogi, 74 Kizito House.
Nedo Usayande, I'm from Lagos, Kizito House.
No. We let everybody make the noise. This is College House. Simply the best. Okay. My name is Presley Agahuwa Omoroi, class 5A, 1982 set, admission number 3223. It's College House. I'm an obstetrician gynecologist, and I reside on both sides of the. My family is in Boston, and I practice out of the United Kingdom at the moment. And I'm also the vice president. Let me welcome you to the convention. Thank you.
Alex Ihama, 86. Back in the day, my name was Nosa Ogbede, small Nosa. He just reminded me I was in what house? Kelly House. Yeah. The truth of the matter is, I don't think any of the houses wanted me. They didn't want me in class. They didn't want me nowhere. I was an outcast. But I think he said Kelly House. I live here in Toronto.
Osagi Eweka, 88 set, Kelly House.
Thank you.
Clement Ajayi, 1974 set, College House.
Frank Evingare Ogbahon, prefect of Mulumba House, 1968.
Harris Enambulele, class of 67. Confirmed with the name of Kizito, 16. We gave rise to Kizito. The 22nd Martha, Uganda Martha, that was sacrificed because of his confession of Christ. I stand to confess Christ, that Christ is my Lord, and if I need to be sacrificed, so be it. I was the Midwest champion, table tennis. I played the table tennis right from class 1. My senior here, Dr. Vincent Ogawa, can attest to that. I represented the Midwest alone under Captain, I can't remember the name now, Alaba at that time. I played the soccer. I played the soccer along with Agbontain, Siri, Obaho, Oklahoma, Victor Oshodi, Solomon Igbinosun was the goalkeeper. Professor Emeritus Ikagwere, Goss. And I think, let me stop there. Yes, alone. Welcome to everybody. My service to ICCOBA also started with constructing the Constitution. Whatever you have here, the mission, the vision, and the core values. And I use the word ICCOBA with the acronym and sentences. I have this great paper up to tomorrow. Everything constructed here was done. It was a duty call. Always and everywhere, faithful to our alma mater. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
I am Dr. Vincent Oganu, class of 1963. I'm sure more than half of you are not born then. That was 61 years ago. I was the prefect of Molumba House.
Thank you, sir. Please, I think that deserves another round of applause. Please. Please. Thank you, sir. God bless.
Yeah. First and foremost, I just want to defer to the last speaker. Sir, thank you, sir, for your service. You know, honor to whom honor is due. That is 5 years even before I was born. And it looks younger and fresher. Sir, no, I'm not. Sir, I would like the soap that you use. Who wants more? Thank you, sir. We honor you. And we're glad to have you in Canada. And we hope when it's our turn again, you will still be there because you still have that soap. Thank you, sir. Yeah, my name is Tokpe Atafo, class of 84. I'm happy to tell you that this young, my school son, you know, now he's taller and all that. Kizito House. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning all. I'm Teddy Sain Osagbovo Yamana. I'm Vice President, Canada Chapter. ICCOBA class of 88, St. Mantis, the Porous House.
Good morning all. My name is Joseph Osasume Ogbebo. I'm the Treasurer, Canadian Chapter, ICCOBA 85 set, and I was the assistant to Professor Ibawu, Kizito House Prefect.
Good morning all. Blessing Ehaniri Irabo, Molumba House, class of 87.
My name is Ogulogu Omimi Obaide Esquire, Secretary General, Canada Chapter, class of 88. Kizito House. I was actually the prefect Kizito House 88. Yeah. Please, I've just been directed by my Oga here. We are on live on YouTube. The link has been sent to the various platforms. you can share so that other members around the world can join in this convention. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, all. I am Ajayi Asihia, 81 sets, and I was the games prefect during my time. Thank you. Oh, house. Kizito House.
My name is Lionel Usaratin Usarai. Class of 76. College house, the only house.
Oba Tokbe. I'm Chief Ine. 76 sect. And I happen to be the chairman, board of directors, Canada chapter. Thank you all for coming. Porous House.
Good morning, all. My name is Okezie Eros Nanta. I am from the 1990 set, and I'm the youngest set, and I was in a Mulumba house.
Good morning, everybody. I am Osagie Samuel Aimufwa, class of 76. And the only house that was the enviable house during our time, St. Martin Forest. And in my time, I was the letter prefect.
Good morning, all. My name is Andrew Amiroma Adeyan, 1982 set, College House.
Matthew Odige, class of 1972. St. Martin's de Porres House.
Well, Sam Amufwa, yeah, we are a letter house. Why invention? Okay. Well, good morning, friends and brothers. My name is Sustin Ago. I'm the class of 76, and Kizito House. And unlike my brother here, you played table tennis, you played soccer. I was the best cheerleader in some campus. Everybody, I was always on the sideline. You guys can run fast. I couldn't run. You guys can kick balls. I can't kick balls. So I had to find some way to be useful. So I stand on the sideline and just applaud you guys. So thank you.
Ehige Omorodion, 1976, Mulumba House. Actually, there was no sport in ICC that I did not participate. Soccer, tennis, track and field. All of them I did. I actually went back to ICC in 1989 for 3 months to go and teach. And I made sure I won the old boys track and field 100 meters. Whoa. Old boys. And I also won the one for the Teachers Association. Yes, I made sure I did in 1989. Because actually there was a German in front of me. I actually beat him too. There was a teacher, that was running for the state. He was their chemistry teacher. He was very popular. So they said that nobody has defeated him for the last 6 years he has been there. He was extremely popular. So I made sure that I went there and I beat him. Thank you.
Speaking like a true New Yorker, you will run even when the subway is waiting for you. You will come down from the subway. You will run for the bus that is waiting for you. You will run for a food stamp that is sent to your house. New York, Domosa, I'm proud of you. because that's what we do.
Dr. Peter Rasselman, Kizito House, set of 1983, Assistant Full Prefect, admission number 3336. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Solomon Okogun, set of 1983, and belong to the great college house.
Odunai Lawrence Igbinowaya, class of 1994. Since everybody is sharing their accolades, I was the best student, JSS 2, overall best student. I think, I remember correctly, the overall score was 1,050, and I scored 1,039 to become overall best student. I happen to be, we use chairman, we don't want to use president. I happen to be the chairman of the 1994 set. I reside in Houston, Texas. I've been there over 25 years. I'm proud to say I'm a proud police officer. I've been doing it over 20 years. But I'm happy to be here. I don't know if you guys will permit me. I'm in Kizito House. Let me sing that Kizito House song. Up Kizi, Kizi, Kizito. We are the leading house. Oh, we are the leading house. We are here to do our best.
Give me that microphone. Give me that microphone.
Yeah. My name is Osaherumen Afekide Izebekai, 1994 set, and I was in Porres House.
Thank you.
Idahosa Frederick, 87 set, St. Martin's de Porres.
Erunse Paul, 87 set, Kizito House.
Thank you.
Speak louder. Hope Uwumaongi, Bishop Kelly House. 87 set.
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I'm Dr. Bruce Osa of the 1988 set, the immediate past president of ICCOBA Benin branch. Currently working in Saudi Arabia. So I flew down from Saudi Arabia 2 days ago. So thank you very much.
Okay. Good morning, all. Samuel Rabo is my name. 1997 set, St. Molumba House. 2004, I was the president of our Chipoli chapter. Then, at one time, member Benin branch. From there, Lagos member, Lagos branch. Abuja member, and now Canada member. I live in Winnipeg, and interestingly, the insurance scheme which you have in the association globally, was instituted by me in 2009. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Tony Gwaboin. I finished in 1979. 1979, I was in St. Molumba House. I'm a chartered accountant and also an IT consultant, and I'm also a pastor. I've been in Canada for 24 years, and I'm the pastor in charge of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Solid Rock Markham, and also the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Ontario Zone 7. Thanks. Welcome to Canada.
Good morning, all. I'm Enogie Richard Ogumbo, the Enogie of Uhiri. Uhiri, yes. 1977 set, Porres House.
I'm Douglas Udwebo, 1978 set. I've been in the UK for 35 years now. And I'm here every year. I'm more a member of this place. Mulumba House.
Good morning, gentlemen. Dalai Gudala from the Windy City of Chicago, Illinois. I'm the current Midwest chapter president. and my members are they're all over here. One thing I will not do today, I'm not going to make anybody feel jealous to say I'm from Kizito House. So I'm 76 set, and that's another great set. I give you guys a round of applause, 76 set.
Brother, Mr. President of the House, I'm Osbert, a warrior. I'm a New York City retired teacher, but I'm home, back home at the Robaye. Graduated in 1976 from ICC. I was in Mulumba House.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Austin Osadiaye, class of 77, Kizito House.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Anthony Wogire, Forest House, class of 77.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone here. Up front, let me just say that there were two houses while I was in ICC. One was Kizito, I think, Kizito House, and there were the others. I was privileged to be a member of Kizito House. That's my house. My name is Emmanuel Igarewa, 1986 set. You're all welcome to Canada.
Good morning, my brothers. Nicholas Obevoin, class of 86, from the great Forest House.
Good morning, everyone. Edosa Obayegbona, Mulumba House, class of 86.
Good morning, everyone. Timothy Mona Russell, Sanitary Prefect, class of 86, Mulumba House.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Hilary Duko, class of 1986. I flew in from Lagos for this convention, even though I have family in Canada, but I told my wife that I had to make it for this convention. Martin the Forest House. Thank you.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ale Opinion, Senior Prefect, 1986 set.
Our leader.
Kizito House. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. My name is Matthew Usiholo. I am class of 86. We flew in from London, two of us. Class of 86. And I was assistant Kizito House Prefect. We ran for the school. During our time, we won all the athletics events, beating Edo College.
Good morning, all. My name is Eric Hideomen, and I'm from I'm from the UK. Flew in from the UK, class of 86, Kizito House.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. My name is Chedu Urai. I'm class of 92. I'm Martin the Forest House. It's something I've found very interesting since yesterday. So I'm the president of ICCOBA UK branch, and it's quite interesting to see that I have more members in in North America than in the UK.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. My name is David Omorigi, class of 86, College House.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Enabulele Wogire, Forest House, class of 82. I didn't hold any post because we already had Wogire was senior prefect, and I didn't play any sports because Tony Wogire played soccer.
Hello, good morning, all. My name is Chris Uzua, 76 sets, and I live in London, and I was the sacristan and worked closely with Father Wifo, and my plan was to take all of you to heaven. But I regret to say today, I do apologize to you all that unfortunately my path has changed, but I'm still a Christian.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
St. Martin de Porres. Hey!
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Morning, all. My name is John Ripomosa. We are from Porres House, 79 set. Currently the president, Boston chapter, and also a member of the national executive. My friend here, Tony Wogi, we play soccer together in ICC, and I was known for as a go-getter at that time. I can recall that I scored a lot of goals during my time. Thank you.
Good morning, great gentlemen of ICC Benin, and good afternoon to them over there in Nigeria. My name is Chief Barrister Robert Ohuoba. By the grace of God and with the powers of our father, the Oba of Benin Kingdom, I'm the current Ojari Oba of Benin Kingdom. Oba Atokbe. ICC is the only secondary school I attended. I know some people, they will start from, let me remove my face cap. Some people will start from ICC, they will drop in year 1, year 2, they will go to Asoro. From there, they will finally end up at Ewoneka Grammar School in Ewoneka, in Ovia East Local Government. But I entered ICC in year 1, year 2, 3, 4. No, when I was in year 2, I was supposed to be year 3. I was supposed to be supposed 3. You know, when you drop somehow, when they say, if they want to punish you, like them Bonnie, one of them say, my name is Robert Oba. I'm in year 2, but supposed 3. Until I left ICC in class 5. My grandfather also taught me English in ICC Paide. Yes, that was my mother's father. I'm his first grandson, and I'm happy with that. He's a robber. He will stoop. So when I default in school, I will take some in school. When I get home in Obazowa Street, I'll collect the balance. But thank God today we are here. I thought with it wise, despite the little bit harsh economic situation in Nigeria. By the grace of God, it will improve. I flew in from Lagos to attend this convention, and I'm glad to see everybody. Up ICCOBA. I was in College House, the Yellow House, College House. Thank you, gentlemen.
85 steps.
Louis Ivanwu, ICCOBA class of 85. Mulumba House, attending from Benin City. Thank you.
Welcome everyone to Canada. My name is Gregory Ogbemudia Odiaise. 1976 set. Suppose 75. St. Martin's de Porres House. And I'm a member of the Board of Trustees, Canada branch.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. I am Michael Oduhomo James, and then I was known as Samuel Aduku James. The class of 86. I saw some wonderful guys there, you know, and I've not seen them for a very long time. I want to appreciate this wonderful set. Before I go further, there's something I want to say here. Please just give me a little time. Let me first of all conclude by saying that I was in Molumba House. And my friend, my very good friend here, is a member here. His name is Richard Iyashere. We call him the Enogi of New York. I actually live in America. I want you all to please help me appreciate him. I came to America just 6 years plus ago. When I came here, I don't know anybody. He was the one who picked me up in the airport and encouraged me. Just on the 1st of May, I became a citizen of America within 6 years plus. So I really want to thank him very well. I want you to help me thank him. He's so wonderful. He made me feel comfortable. Today, I can stand with my shoulder up high. And again, to know that he's a member of this group is so wonderful. I also want you to thank this man for me, the provost, Bello Saige, a wonderful guy. We all came together. We drove all the way from America to this place. So I want to say thank you to everybody.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Osayawe Ogbebo, 92 sets. I was part of St. Molumba House in ICC, and I'm from Toronto. You're welcome to Toronto.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Festus Ozigwe Odley. I'm in the host chapter, Canada. 1994 set, Bishop Kelly House, and I'm happy to be here.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Obruchi Awari Tefe, class of 97 sets, Bishop Kelly House.
Hello, my name is Philip Osahobo, 81 set. Presley, which are you there now? But you know that there are actually 3 houses in ICC, because the 4th one, they are confused. They don't know what to call themselves. Some are calling Kelly, Bishop Kelly, College, Yellow. There are only 3. The first one is Mulumba House, which is where I am. And then the other 2, I don't know who they are, but I know. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Bernard Agbija. I'm 97 set. Good morning, everyone. My name is Bernard Agbija. I'm 97 set, the labor prefect of 97 set. I'm St. Martin's Porres House. No, I'm not.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Frederick Idehe, 87 set. And glad to be part of the enviable house called St. Martin de Porres. I live in New Jersey, 87 set. Thank you.
They forgot about me. Hello, everybody. My name is Ebe Salomise, but in ICC I was referred to as Ebe. My full name is Ebe Hireme. I don't know how Ebe came about, but everybody, they were calling me Ebe. So 87 sets, and it's a pleasure to be here. As you guys can see, I'm a photographer, and this is my biggest passion. I love it, you know. Molumba.
Thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Stephen Idahosa, 87 sets. I'm representing the 87 branch of the UK ICCOBA sets, Porres House.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sereme Desmond Inamboifu, 87 sets. I'm proud to crown it up Kizito House.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good morning, sirs. My name is Onoche Godwin Ahigbe. I am 94 set. I am a proud Mulumba House member. I'm the chief messenger of the UK 94 set branch, and I also have a few of my brothers here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I know there are some people over there. I'm coming. I'm going to fly Air Canada all the way. Good morning, everybody. My name is Adam Belosage. I am the chief, no, not chief messenger, sir. Sorry, chief protocol, chief welfare. If you don't put chief, I'll get offended. And I belong to the honorable class of, give me the round of applause, please. I feed off it, please. Thank you. 86 sets. We always show up. We show up in numbers, right? Right? And we are the heavy hitters, right? Right? Thank you. And I was in the best, the only one that God created, College House.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Hidiawe, a farmer in Roselle. I think most people called me a Hido, and somewhere along the line it was a farmer as well. And then somewhere when we started our group, WhatsApp group, became Prof. Basically because I speak too much English, which is no fault of mine anyway. My father is a lawyer, I'm a lawyer, so here we go. And also, I want to just point out, Ibe Hireme is also my son's name. I hope he becomes very calm like you. I would love it because right now he's everywhere. I also belong to the very prestigious Bishop Kelly House, which was College House initially. So we're not actually confused. It was College House, and then apparently it became adjusted to reflect the founder of our school, Bishop Kelly. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry. Class of 86. Sorry, I forgot that because Adams had made so much noise about us. So that was a distraction. My apologies.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ogome Kizito Sule. Drove 12 hours from Wisconsin to be here, and a big thank you to the Canadian branch for hosting us. I'm also from the class of 86, and I was in Kizito House, which is my middle name.
Thank you. Anybody else? Are we missing anyone? Okay, are we missing anyone? Thank you very much. Thank you all for the great introduction. Thank you. I don't know. It's not in my pocket. Somewhere. Thank you very much.
Okay. May I have your attention, please? There's a list going around. Please make sure you put your information on that list of all attendees. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everybody. Just after the round of introduction, just to let you know, with the list going around, if you just make any little corrections, we have hard copies of all old boys from 1970 to date. So it just cross-references, and it just, as we build up the website, this is going to be loaded into the website so that we have cross-references to make sure that when you say you are an old boy, we can proudly identify you. And please state your name, your set very clearly. It's just a random check for me to correct all these names. I'm sure you'll be surprised that the Oba's name is on the 70 list. So that's how correct the list is. Thank you very much.
Please, who's currently with the list? That list going around, who has it? Okay, thank you. Thank you.
We have from 1958 set, but some, we have the HSC set, and we have those who started from class 1 and finished from class 5. Your name is, yeah, the 69 set, 64, 63. Some sets are complete, some are not complete because they went to SPC, St. Patrick's College as Asaba. So, some have been uprooted straight from the WAEC results. So, the data is 100% complete, but some we are missing data and we don't want, we want to be sure we account for everybody. So when you put in as an ICCOBA, you feed in your name in Australia, I can be in Boston, I will know exact set, I will know the class, whether you're in 5A, 5B, 5C. Because the Constitution has been altered recently to reflect the number of years that makes you, qualify for being membership, some names will not appear because some people have not spent the number of years in ICC.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone, and welcome again to 2024 convention in Toronto, Canada. Before we start, I need to recognize and before we move on, need to recognize a group of delegates. We will start with all the delegates from Africa, and that is Nigeria. Would you please stand up? If you are a delegate from Nigeria or Africa, please stand up. Please stand up, all our delegations from Nigeria or Africa. Okay, can we put our hands together for them, please? It is a tremendous sacrifice for you to be here today or this weekend for this convention, so we very much appreciate your participation. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Now, we want to recognize the delegations from London or Europe. Please stand up anywhere from Europe, London, and all. Please stand up if you are a delegation from Europe and all. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. And welcome to our convention. Please continue to participate in the convention. Thanks. And then finally, our delegation from Asia. Any delegation from Asia? Dr. Bruce, okay, yeah. All right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. All right. Okay, that's it. The next item on the agenda is the worldwide president message. Our worldwide president is not here right now, unfortunately, but everything is all right. It's a last-minute situation that prevented him from coming. But we have, on his behalf, our great member of the class of what? 76. The class that are trying to take over now, okay? 76 and 86, there's something going on between those two classes. Yeah, okay. So Nedo Osayende would then be making the worldwide president speech on behalf of him, and he also have a speech to make on his own behalf, referencing the 80M for 88 fundraising and celebration that will be taking place in November. The floor is yours, please. You can come over here if you don't mind.
By the way, Humphrey Oraki is here now. Okay. Yeah, where's he? Let's see. You want to talk to him? Yeah. Should I wait? No. Okay. The president of the North America chapter of ICCOBA, the board of trustees, the president from the UK, those who have come from far and wide, the Ihaime here, the Enogie. I'm really glad to be here. I'm here wearing two hats. The first is that the worldwide president requested that I make comments on his behalf. The second is that I'll be making a pitch as the co-chairman of the 80/80 drive, i.e. the 80th anniversary celebration of ICC. Let me just look. By the way, I sent some set of slides through to the visual guys. The important part there that will be shown later for those who are interested is a listing of donors so far, because we want to be as transparent as possible. When you have time to look through it there, then you find where your name is and ensure it ties with how much you have donated. First, I'd like to give a lot of respect to my senior, Sunday Umaoge. Even though I'm said to be the chairman of the 80/80 drive, he brought his tremendous organizational ability. He guided us, so he very well deserves all of the success we have achieved so far. I'll be asking for more. So thank you very much, sir. I note that in this gathering here, we have 1986 trying to compete with my set, 1976. You will need 10 years to catch up. I also notice my friend over there, each time somebody accidentally mentions St. Martin de Porres, he jumps up. But you can't compete. Of course, you heard it all, Kisito, all over the place. In my set, Dala was the senior prefect, was the Kisito House prefect. So other houses, we need to combine efforts together to try to match what we are doing in Kisito. One way you can demonstrate that is when it comes to time for me to ask for money, then you show it. We'd like to thank the North America group for the tremendous response. By the way, the talk is intertwined between what I'll be saying as co-chair of the 80/80 drive, as well as what the worldwide president will have been saying. He participated in most of our meetings, so more or less it's like our member as well, and they will have been saying the same kind of things. So do not expect to get one clear delineation between one talk and the other. It's combined. The North American group contributed tremendously. The response from North America was great. We are particularly glad with that. So we know where the treasure is. We know where we'll come back to dig for more, and I'll be explaining. In my 76 set, from where there was also very solid response, for which we are grateful. I also then mentioned to them that we'll be coming again in some other way, and in spite of the warnings I got from some of them in North America, I will not listen to that warning. I will come back. I'm wearing this 80/80 badge, so all those who, if you don't have it, then you better work hard to have it. Rise up to it, make some contribution, and have it. It's very nice. I'm very proud to wear it. I'd like to particularly mention Dr. Evans Imafidon. He's not here. I've been listening out to see whether he's around. He's not. At the moment, he's the current largest single donor. We are eagerly awaiting one of you to. Thank you very much. It's not only that he donated the highest, he also took the pains to fly down to Nigeria and attended the ceremony, the luncheon in Benin. So that was a good demonstration of what it is to be an old boy. But we are eagerly awaiting somebody to come and unseat him from being the highest donor. And I'm sure I'm going to get it from here. Most of the donations came from personal, were done in personal capacity. We are also going to, okay, great, thanks. We're also going to be asking different sets. So 86, this is the opportunity. Seriously. 76, you've done very well. You can also do better. And all other sets, I also had 83. And then there are some sets in 92. We also now need to have sets coming in, and we're looking at something like 2 million naira per set to come in. For those who are heavily skewed towards North America, we know that as of this morning, it's 1,560 naira to the dollar. So dig deep into your pockets. Luckily, we had some session yesterday in one of the rooms, predominantly 76 people, and many others came in. And Christopher Ozua, also of the 76, gave a very interesting talk about how when you give, you get a lot more. I'm not a pastor, but I believe that seriously. Someday, if I'm blessed enough, I may become one. So when you dig really deep, the deeper you dig into your pocket and bring that thing out, you'll be blessed abundantly. I enjoin you to do that, please. Thanks, Chris, for that. By the way, Chris's brother, Dr. Peter Ozua, also contributed handsomely. Chris, of course, 76, you expect he did well. Now, so far, we've gotten something in the neighborhood of, check the numbers. Cash at hand is 83,849,000 naira. We have outstanding 18.3 million pledge yet to encash. We know we are ICC boys, so we will get that. And that will bring the total to just over 102 million so far. We have taken the pains to, first, we did the conversion at the right time for the foreign currency intake. And we're also investing the money even as we begin to do the burning, the burn rate of the money, to ensure that we get maximum value for it. So we are working the funds as well. We're not just keeping it there. So the numbers may change from this slightly, but may change a lot more from additional donations. What are we going to use the money for? The worldwide president did mention that we're going to set up an education endowment. I'll talk a bit more about that. We are also going to upgrade the ICCOBA house to make it more functional. And then, of course, there's a celebration which will happen a week after the new governor of Edo State is installed. We hope about November the 12th. That's the installation of the new governor. So about a week after that is when our activities will start from 19th onwards. The details of what we fill in between that time and the weekend is still being worked out. However, we want to make a key plank of that celebration the endowment fund launching, to which we hope to invite the new governor to be at that time. And we're hoping to have it done, if security permits, at Akenzwa, the second hall in ICC. We want it to enjoy maximum press coverage because it's going to be additional advertisement for the scholarship endowment. We want that to be the news that will be flying around the place about it. The endowment will be targeted at those who pass the entrance into ICC but are unable to pay, i.e., some intelligence to pass into the school, you've got to be bright, and then indigence. So in the course of getting the students in the interviewing process, which will involve the parents, there will be an assessment made regarding capacity to pay. First, of course, we'll be targeting children of old boys, but it's not restricted to that. It's going to be ultimately anybody who passes the school, passes the entrance to the school, and we adjudge that they are unable to pay. We are trying to copy what obtains in places like Loyola Jesuit College, Abuja, and also the Jesuit Memorial College, Port Harcourt, where in the course of interviewing pupil and parents, an assessment is made regarding capacity, which then determines the level of support that can be given. And the moonshot, really, is that in the fullness of time, we want to aim for a situation where all those who pass entrance to the school will be on scholarship. That's the moonshot. How long it takes to get there, we do not know. Of course, anybody who enjoys that facility and finishes and comes and becomes automatically an old boy who will also then contribute to the effort once they are financially able to. The worldwide president also has a pet idea about health insurance for the elderly, old boys, and he himself has already started that from his personal resources, taking care of the insurance for 100 persons. So we're hoping that as we draw and get more and more funds, a lot of what we do will be run on endowment basis for sustainability. Education first, good publicity, expanded much later, maybe a year or two or more after, wider health insurance coverage, something like that. A lot of work has been done in trying to design what that scholarship is going to be about. How pupils are selected, how many we are going to start with in terms of what financial resources we have, how that can be scaled up over time, how we hope to get additional funding over time to do that. We want it to be something that all other old boys or old girls will look forward to and say, hey, this is how to do it, and copy us. So given this far-reaching plan to really deepen this, it requires much more than the 80 million naira we set out originally, especially given that when we talked about 80 million naira, at that time, naira had not collapsed to a level it's done now. So we need to up that game. And I'm sure we are capable of doing it. Once we start and we see the benefits from it, then of course we hope to get additional support. I know that there are many people who will want to give more if they recognize that what it's being used for is something that is really important, something really valuable. So I really want to make a plea for continuing support, set by set, additional from various individuals. So I really beg you to cooperate with us to make ICC and ICCOBA really great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Nedu Osayende. Great ICCOBA, we are going to make some changes in the agenda due to time constraint. What we are going to do, first of all, I want to let you know that we do have coffee, tea, water behind you. And of course, the washroom is when you get out on the hall, it's on your right-hand side, close to the registration booth. Okay, so at this particular time, we will call on Alex Ihama. All right, before we do that, I want you to understand that we will try to complete the general meeting as early as possible. And so we will put off the lunch till later on. So I'm hoping that we will be able to be through by 1 o'clock or 1:30 latest for you to eat your lunch. And then after that, the field trip to visit the downtown of Toronto will follow. So please bear with us. Because of time constraint, we'll just move on and be through with the general meeting. Yeah, it's still there. Okay, all right. Okay. So we will be through by 1 o'clock or 1:30, and then eat your lunch, and at 2 o'clock, get yourself ready and be on the bus, because the bus will leave at 2:30 sharp, please. All right. At this time, can you put your hands together, please, for Nusakare Alex Ihama. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. ICCOBA Kwenu! ICCOBA Kwenu! Some people are looking at me. Why are you not participating? Like, we're ICC, we're Lions. Let's shake the building. I say ICCOBA Kwenu! Still not loud enough. My voice is beating you all. You want me to talk or not? ICCOBA Kwenu! Hey! ICCOBA Kwenu! Hey! Kwenu! Hey! The elders are looking at me. This one is crazy. Yes, listen. I'm honored to be here. To see certainly class of 80. Who said 86 can't compare with 76? Please, 86, stand up and applaud yourself, my brothers. Come on. Come on.
We full ground remain. We full ground.
Yes, we full ground.
We even there on top stage.
If you all were in charge of the government of Nigeria, it would be different. That's the truth. Yes, yes. Yeah, we're Paul Unwilly. We are still looking for Paul, the guy who beat me the most in ICC. Yeah, but, you know, my little speech that the opportunity to give to me, I just want to use it to first appreciate you all. Appreciate you all. That's something we don't do enough. We don't appreciate ourselves enough. We don't appreciate each other enough. Right? The first thing that comes to mind when I see myself in front of a crowd is how many people would love to be here, but they are not. They can't. We know those who can and not. We say, but why is he not here? But we forget those who can't, but they want to be here. We forget those who passed away. I respect the elders that were in ICC even before my parents probably met each other. But they would have friends. Like, look, 86, we're about 20 of us here. It's not because there's no 20 people from class of 65 or class of 62. Allow me to ask you, if you can, to stand on your feet for a minute of silence for the ICCOBAs, the Itotos, the teachers that passed away. Please, I yield 1 minute of my time. God bless you for honoring them. And I pray that if God willing, He adds to your life, even for this honor you've given to them. You know, some of you, or at least most of you here, probably don't know me from school days. These other guys do. I was one of the most stubborn kids in school, right? Ale Opinion was my senior prefect. Ale, is that not true? I still wonder how you got the name Ale Opinion, like Ginger Ale, Ale Opinion. We all got no Sakare Okbedi, like, but yeah, but you know, one of the things I always got in trouble for in school was talking too much. And these were my friends from school. I just spent 2 minutes with them, sharing with them things they didn't even know about me, but they knew I was the noisemaker. Victor Obasu is not here. He's always talking about it. But they didn't know the abuse I was going through. Terrible abuse. They didn't know I tried to kill myself. Some people were in ICC who killed themselves, but you don't know. The parents will just tell you, oh, who? I know that because I was one of them. My brother did. He killed himself. My younger brother. A professor told him in Ekboma, over my dead body would you graduate from this school. He was studying architecture. And every professor joined to frustrate his life. I was in London then, UK. He would send me a letter, those blue envelope letter. Bro, help. I didn't know what to do. Some of his letters, I didn't even open it. Until I got a message. Oh, that's what they said. My mom says, only to find out that when he couldn't take it anymore, I only found out that when I went to bury my dad. My mom died February 2022. We went to bury her October. Daddy followed. 2 of them followed in 8 months. But it was when I went to bury that I found out the truth. That he came home begging. My dad said, you are the one looking for the professor's trouble. He says not. They didn't believe him. On his way from my dad's office, he stopped at the pharmacy on Airport Road and bought Valium 5 and swallowed it all. Even in Canada, a 10-year-old killed herself the other day. What's my point? I say this all the time. Your character is mostly formed by the high school you went, by the people you're associated with. Not even university. You just continue. And those of us that have a second lease on life, we must ensure, very important, that we don't live here without inspiring somebody. We don't live here without encouraging somebody. We don't live here without thanking somebody. Like the Ogologo, this guy is, I didn't know much of him, but you've done a fantastic work. Please applaud him. Let's appreciate him. Right? And if you all would have done that to some degree, but at least his I saw. And so I'm taking my minute to appreciate him. We show up when people die. We start WhatsApp group to raise money when people die. But we don't show up for their birthday. We see them post their son graduation on Facebook and we pass it by. Life is not complicated. We are complicated, not life. It's simple. The same life 10,000 years ago is the same life today, is the same life tomorrow. It's tough, but it ain't complicated. Not even close to be complicated. I am so honored to be here. I'm honored to, I never even thought I would meet somebody who left ICC 62, 63. Like, when they say come for old boys, I was thinking of Edosa and Idi Amin. Frankly, I didn't think of you guys. I'm sorry. I didn't, because my mind was just in my own set. But what a great honor to meet you. What a great honor to meet you. And you, and the president of the North America. Please, why we reconnect, why we enjoy the time, why we fellowship. My prayer, of course, and your prayer is that none of us pass away before our time. But as Les Brown said, you can't get out of life alive. There's nothing you can do to get out of life alive. We are going to go. Let's make a time with it. So in ICC, senior, my elders, they will beat me every single day that I hated school with a passion. It's not, let's leave the funny for later. Let's just let it be sobering. Horrible. They did not know. Somebody said, some people will start in ICC and end in some other school. I started in another school and ended in ICC. They put me in Egba Grammar School. That was my first school. They beat the hell out of me. They will throw water under the bed and say I should be rolling on it. It doesn't even make sense. Why would you do that to anybody? My stomach will be churning me. I put 10 times a day just before I go into my hostel. And then I spoke in LA in a conference. Aliko Dangote was there. It was Shomole and all these guys were sitting there. It was a Nigerian conference. And I'm looking at one of the senators that came. I said, this guy looks like Senior Bobo. I'm speaking, I'm looking. I don't know his real name. We just call him Senior Bobo. But he beat the hell out of everybody. And he's sitting with the governor. I'm like, who? Like, my plan was he shouldn't, even when he went to use the washroom, I wanted to end my speech just to catch up and say, please, are you? And lo and behold, like he didn't recognize me. Some of them didn't even know I was Nigerian. And then after I finished and I went to meet him, say, yeah, great speech, great speech. I knew his name is not Senior Bobo, but I didn't know the real name. Imagine asking somebody, are you Senior Bobo? He was shocked. Where you ba? Where you ba? I say, yes, Yegba. He said, Mufwa. He did not want people to know that he was Senior Bobo. And then they brought me to ICC. Now, this guy may still be alive. I have respect for him. I don't say this out of anger. I just use it to make a point. And I fell into the hand of Senior Paul Unwilly. When Facebook came, I Googled, I searched, I've asked ChatGPT, nobody can find him. This guy, when he's coming, he will say, why is your shirt? He hasn't even asked the question. The hand is on your face already. Literally, the marks will be on it. Marks will be on it. If we were white, some of us would be red now from the beating we got. One day, sir, I was always the list of noisemakers you would expect. So one day I didn't even show up in school. Don't know why, but I don't recall why I wasn't. Then the next, and you can tell right away, were you my teacher? Like, how did you know that? You just know. You know how Nigerians think. My name was there. So when they read the names of noisemakers, no Sahara Bede. I was asking myself, I wasn't even in school yesterday because they are reading the names from yesterday. Then I'm standing up in slow motion, still thinking, maybe I was in school and I didn't remember. Maybe. Then as I'm walking with slow motion, I'm thinking, and that day I didn't wear 2 knickers because I was not in school the previous day. They didn't know every day I wore 2 knickers. And then I said, and then somebody now said, but you're not in school yesterday now. Then I said, hey, I'm not in school yesterday. I wasn't in school. Others say, he must have been Emmanuel Garewa. He never liked me in school. He said he was in school. He was in school. It must have been you. I'm just thinking now, you and Atu Osamoyi, 2 of you. It must have been you and Atu Osamoyi. It's a revelation from the Spirit. That is you. Then others said, he was. So the teacher now was confused. He was, he wasn't. And I took the side of, I wasn't. Then the teacher looked up, looked down. He said whether you were or not is not matter because if you were, you would have still made noise anyway. That is the beating that pained me the most in my life. It pained me the most in my life because 1, I didn't have 2 knickers. And 2, I was not in school. But you see, we laugh. One day my dad came home and there was something my grandma gave to him. It's like an elephant, but it's like glass, and it broke. No Sakare! No Sakare! When he calls my full name, I quickly put on my second knicker. Like literally. Because no sa, okay. No Sakare, you're dead. That means you're dead. I don't know why. They were not smart. They don't know that we know what it means. Like, why? If it's me, if I want to beat you, I just say, no, sir, so that you come and get the beating. But so, no, sir, immediately, I'm just putting on another indicator. What's to know? I say, amen. See, slap. Listen, my dad, with all due respect to him, is passed now. And I allowed that respect while I was still alive. My mom would say, meaning you beat me before you beat her. He will beat my mom terribly. The clothes will fall off. I will see my mom's breast and her private part. Terribly. And then when my mom is unconscious on the ground, he'll beat me up. And I said, amen. And I realized that I had to accept things I didn't do just to reduce the pain. That wasn't once, it wasn't twice, it wasn't 3 times. My brother came to visit me from England recently. I was going back last week, and I did a party for him. And when I was speaking, I said, bro, you never haven't told me thank you for all the beatings I took for you. Because there were things you did, but I never said it was you. I just said, amen, but I know who. So here's what happened in that story. My mom now said, oh, this boy that you are beating, he may be a liar. We catch him sometimes. But sometimes I don't think he's lying. Or when you're now, you still beat him. Then the next day, I was always eavesdropping to my dad and mom's conversation. I was what they call troubled. And then the house girl came and said, sir, I just want to say sorry for when I was cleaning, I broke this thing. I heard my mom say, Mommy, you see? I told you. Who can guess what my dad said? My dad says, what does that matter? That beating is for something he did that I don't know. And then you wonder why I tried to kill myself multiple times. You wonder why I would drive my car. When I left Nigeria, I would drive my car to 280 speed. Like my friend would say, you have a death wish on your head. But let's bring the story home, right? Before my dad passed, brilliant lawyer, all respect to my dad. Brilliant lawyer, brilliant. If some of you who read law would know him or read his book. I used to go to court with him. I failed. By the way, I didn't tell you, I failed in all my programs. Like failed. I'm not an academician at all, right? But I do have a school today. Some of you don't know. I created a school called International School of Greatness. We have over 200,000 students in 45 nations. We make millions of dollars from it. Yes, right? So they kick me out of every school. And the conventional school system, for those, I hear a lot of doctors and professors, the conventional school system is dying out. Very soon, ChatGPT will be a school on its own. There are AI schools today. You go in, you study physics, chemistry, AI will teach you, right? So it's dying. So I created every course, business course, 6 months. Some of my clients go through my business program. One of them, you can Google it. You can Google my name if you haven't. Like $400 million in 7 months, one of my clients made. $400 million. And they interviewed her in the stock exchange. How did you turn your business around? He says, Alexi Hama was my coach. And I got a lot more clients even just from that. But, before my dad passed, he says, can you still be a lawyer? Still wanted to make me a lawyer. Right? And I shared with my friends here, some of us, our profession today, our father gave it to us to be. But that's not what you were created to be. And that is, I see heads nodding. My brother obeyed my dad. I didn't, right? And he still told me, he says, he has so much money. He says, go and study law at Harvard, Yale. You find a university. I will be paying you, your wife, what you are making now, and I will still be paying your school. Why did you want me to be a lawyer? So I come and take over the business. Not because you feel this is what God. I say raise a child in the way he should go. Not the way you want him to go, but the way he should go. So my brothers, my own salvation, Soto, I'm a Christian, yes, but I believe that even when you are saved, there's a process of transformation many people don't know about. There are many saved that are going to live in hell here because they did not begin to transform their mind. I had to start releasing myself from the Paul Unwillies, from the senior Gbogos, from those who beat me in Uniben. If there's any Ake person here, all due respect to you, they beat me to join Ake, and I refused. And they dragged me from a Kosodi through Hall 1. All my body were ripped. Imagine dragging you on concrete ground. And I didn't join. I told them just now, recently, 2-3 years ago, the guy sent me a message on Facebook. He says, bro, anytime I see you on Facebook, I hear your speech on YouTube, I feel bad. I say, why? He said, but you don't remember. Don't you remember? Well, what of course, I don't remember that you and few people came to my house in Ekosodi at about 2 a.m., knocked on the door, called your name, and because I knew you're my friend, I opened the door, and then you dragged me. Say, I must come to this meeting. I refused, and that's what you did to me. He said, please, can you forgive me? I said, if I call his name, some of you may know, so I won't. And I said, bro, if I didn't forgive you, I won't be who I am today. If I didn't forgive my dad, I won't be who I am today. And I say this for you, that let this reunion not just be through the academics and the stuff that we are going to talk about. Let it release you of anything that is holding you back from greater heights. I've written books on this. I have some, Welcome to Greatness and Mystic of Leadership. And I say leadership is a spirit. It's a spirit. It's not a position. You can't be voted into leadership. You can't be hired into leadership. You cannot even be coronated into leadership. Prince Charles did not become a leader. He became the head of the monarchy. Leadership is a spirit that can only be ignited by purpose. Until you discover the reason you were born, you are yet to live. A lot of people confuse what they do for a living with what they were created to do. What you do for a living, my friends, is called profession. What you were created to do, my friend, is called purpose. And I tell you today that everything you seek, it doesn't matter what you are seeking. It's in your purpose. No matter how well dressed a fish is, if it's walking on land, it won't last long. Many people are in the wrong place. It's not even just the wrong time. God has given us another lease on life. And I round up, my friends, by saying, don't plan to leave earth without becoming a true leader. I met my new friend there, Weka, is a director of finance somewhere, Edosa and co. Many of us are doing well by God's grace. But I coach CEOs of banks here, big banks, white folks. Alex, man, I'm on so many boards. And I know I'm near retirement. And these people run I'm talking $20, $30 billion company. And I walk them through the process, through my book, Mystic of Leadership, and say, find your purpose. So it's one of the great, most popular courses I have online. I've created over 500 online courses. They're on my website. And one of them is Find Your Purpose. So please, let's not leave here, this convention, without thinking deeper than just meeting and reconnecting. Let us not leave this convention without the intention to becoming a true leader. You can be a manager, you can be a CEO, you can be an engineer, you can be an accountant, you can have any of the fine professions that you need to have. But I put it to you, my brothers, that you can't get out of life alive. Doesn't work that way. We were created to do bigger things than we can ever do. I am glad I went through the pain that I went through. I didn't say any of those because I'm pained by it. And some people say, why would you say that? I say, because the purpose that we seek, you know where you find it? It's not in school. It's not in church. The purpose is in your pain. In your deepest pain lies your purpose. Your mess is supposed to become your message. Your pain is supposed to become your purpose. Things we have buried behind, that's where the jewel lie. And a quick example is when they told Moses, go let my people go. He says, if you are God, why are my people suffering? God says, that's why I've raised you. Gideon said, I'm being oppressed. He said, that's why I've raised you. So, thank you to the elders. Please, thank you so much for the honor to be before you today. And thank you to the leaders of the ICC association. Frankly, I know Atafo for a long time. I didn't know he's doing this. I didn't know he was doing this. I know Teddy. We hang out, but I never knew these things were going on. Now I'm in some WhatsApp group. Somebody said, but you are in the WhatsApp group. But at least 1,000 WhatsApp groups. I have students in 40 nations, Malawi, everywhere. So I'm in so many WhatsApp groups. But, for you holding up this association, ICC, is amazing. However I can assist, I certainly will, through my friends that are here. And from the bottom of my heart, I love you all. God bless. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
ICC. Many students of ICC presently are still going through bullying.
Oh my goodness. Oh
Many,
my goodness. Oh
as
my
we
goodness.
stand here. He went through it.
Oh my goodness.
I went through it. I fought seniors who were bullies. I fought my classmates who were bullies. I fought the young ones who were bullies. And I'm still fighting bullies.
Oh my goodness.
And as I stand here with a brother who also almost took his life, like I almost also took my life, I would like to start with my brother Enogie, Daddy Rich, an anti-bullying
Yes.
program
Yes.
in ICC.
Yes. 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 Yes.
I'm ready to fund it, to provide the resources, the manpower.
Yes.
Please,
Yes.
Honorable President Sonny Umarugi.
I'm ready to support it financially and with my presence as well.
Osaye,
We all second that.
I will put down $1,000 today to start.
Round of applause, please, for that. That's great.
Yes. Yes. And I'm going to match that too with $1,000.
And you are my cousin.
Yes.
Fundraising, baby.
Yeah, I'm going to
Oba
match
Atokpe.
it. It's a.
Oba Atokpe.
It's a.
Oba Eware the second of Gidiga. He doesn't accept bullying. I will be 77 in September of this year. 77. Hey, brother, we have my Sonny.
So the anti-bullying campaign, they can start it. Like I said, I didn't even think of that. Please, can we just have a little order? Thank you. I didn't even think of it, but as God has led you to say it, if we can turn ICC to a bully-free zone.
Yes.
Imagine I just put it bully-free zone.
Yes.
I mean, you're all doctors and smart people here. The impact of bullying. If you don't kill yourself and you are alive, your life is messed up. My life was messed up. Messed up. Like, I don't even have time to tell you that. I've written books on it. I have a few copies, by the way, if you all want them. But it's messed up. And these politicians we are saying, how do we know they are not victims of bullying? Somebody once said, hurt people, hurt people. It was bad. I did not know why I had to pull so many times when my dad is coming from work. I didn't know, but now I know. They said that your belly releases some chemical and da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to school, I have to pull. Sometimes I pull on my pants in school. So I didn't even think of that idea, but please, if the leaders of the group can do it, I will buy my ticket and fly to ICC and speak to them. Completely complimentary.
Thank you.
Right? Completely, if you can organize
Thank
it. Yes. So
Please.
thank you. Put your hands together, somebody.
Thank you.
Come on.
Thank you.
Come on.
Thank you.
Raise your hands. Come on.
Thank you.
Come on.
Thank you. Thank you.
ICCOBA kwenu.
Hey.
ICCOBA kwenu.
Hey.
Kweswenu.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Alex. Thank you very much, Alex Ihama. Small Nosa, as we used to call him in those days. But he's now Big Nosa. Yes, thank you. Global Nosa. Thank you very much. God bless you. President, with your permission, if anybody that want to join that anti-bullying committee, we have a list already here with Daddy Rich. Daddy Richard Iyasere from New York, a.k.a. the Onoge of New York. The Onoge that they don't break kola nuts for, Abi? Okay, but thank you.
Okay, yeah, all right. Well,
it's with me. I have it.
I would have
yes.
given the. First of all, let me just say this: are you all enjoying the convention? I didn't hear you. Are you enjoying the convention? That's good. That's good. From what we just heard, it's worth taking a break, but since we are time restricted, I'm going to beg for your indulgence that we go on and let us reflect on what he said as we continue. In every situation, for you to move forward, you have to get engaged in the mundane of life. And so at this particular time, we are going to get engaged in the mundane of ICCOBA. All right, so Brother Ihama, thank you very much for a wonderful, enlightening, and heartbreaking speech. Thank you very much. Can we all put our hands together for him again? The mundane, like I said, is in front of you, and that is most of you have the copies. And Ogologun, please. Yeah, Ogologun, we then put it on the screen. We're talking about the general meeting. Okay. All I'm going to say is that from the president report is that our association is doing well. And I want to thank again all of our board of trustees and our annual dues paying members, because your generosity is putting us in a good financial foundation. So I thank you very much for your contribution. The other point that I want to make, address is that we need everyone who are not members of the association to please join us. There are a lot of you here in this hall right now who are not members. We welcome you to this convention, and I humbly urge you to please see Morrison Osifu right here and register to be a member. We're not asking you to pay the dues immediately. What we're asking you to do is pay the $50 membership registration fees today and have your name on our roster as a member. And then Morrison will be in touch with you later on to discuss the additional obligations that you will have as members. I want to thank the BOT for their contribution, and we will get to that later on. I keep saying that, and I'm going to keep saying that. And I also want to thank those of you who made commitment to our ADM for 80th anniversary fundraising and celebration. Most of you see some of us with this badge or this pin right here. This pin came from the fundraising activities. And if you had donated, then you will have this pin with you on your shirt right now. Now, if you don't have the pin and you donated and I have not given it to you, please come to me and I will give you what you have duly earned. Okay, thank you very much for all your donations. At this particular time, I will pass the next item that would need to be discussed. I will pass it to the treasurer to give us, no, not the treasurer, I'm sorry. I will pass it to the Secretary General to please read for us the minute of the last meeting.
Good morning, everybody. Minutes of meeting of ICCOBA North America Convention held in Dallas, Texas on July 15, 2023. The president of ICCOBA North America chapter, Mr. Sunday Umaruge, called the meeting to order at 10 a.m. He called on Mr. Frank Ogbaho to give the opening prayer. Following the opening prayer, a roll call of the members was conducted. In all, a total of 55 members were present at this meeting. Mr. Benson Asamuta, a member of the class of 1965, capped up the introduction with a brief reminiscence of his days at ICC. The secret of my good health, he said, is being around all of you. He thanked everyone present for keeping the spirit of ICC alive. Reading, correction, and adoption of minutes of last convention. The minutes of the last convention held in Atlanta was read by the Secretary General, Mr. Kennedy Wasage. At the conclusion of his reading, the following corrections were highlighted. Number 1, some names of members present during the meeting were omitted from the list of attendees. Number 2, at the observation of Mr. Edwin Arasama, the date on the minutes for the Dallas Convention was corrected to 2023. Number 3, the name of Mr. Osbert Ewonwo was corrected on his recognition. Number 4, according to Mr. Dalai Godala, the name Chicago chapter should be corrected to read Midwest chapter. Number 5, on the observation of Mr. Nicholas Ogboivon, the Kansas City president's name is Mr. Andrew Ehiwe and not John Ehiwe. With these corrections and omissions duly noted, the president called for a motion to adopt the minutes as read. Mr. Tony Warren moved the motion to adopt the corrected minutes. His motion was seconded by Mr. Raf Erei. Well, you just heard the president's report, so I'm not going to go over that for now. Treasurer's report. The treasurer, Mr. Osagi Eweka, was called upon by the president to give his report. In presenting his report, Mr. Eweka informed the House that as of July 8, 2023, the association's account had a balance of $60,228.21. He directed members to page 17, 18, and 19 of the General Meeting Program for a more detailed presentation of the association's financial spending for the fiscal year ending June 30, 2023. Mr. Sifo, the Financial Secretary, will fill in the gaps for members who had questions concerning any aspect of the report he stated. Financial Secretary's report. Mr. Morrison Osifo presented his financial statement of the association for the period August 30, 2022 through June 30, 2023. The opening balance for the financial year was $51,320.59. Total income for the same period amounted to $74,877.59. This income was from collected dues, Board of Trustees contribution, earnings from the Atlanta Convention, Board of Trustees contribution towards 2023, and the Legacy Project. The association's total expenses for the same period amounted to $14,649.38. The expenses comprised administrative charges, stamps and envelopes, website renewal, article of association renewal fee, bank reversal fee, and wire transfer fee. Others were assumed charges for the period, convention expenses, and scholarship program disbursement. The ending balance in the association's account for the period amounted to $60,228.21. Mr. Osifo thanked the House for the privilege given to him to serve the association in this capacity. He commended the BOT members specifically for being the financial backbone of the association. Your diligence in paying your contributions on time has rubbed off on the general membership. We have seen immense improvement in our dues collection process. As we prepare to hand over to a new executive team, I want to assure you that the final financial report from this outgoing executive will be ready 2 weeks after this convention is over. Local chapter report. Midwest chapter, comprising Chicago, Indiana, Michigan, and Minnesota. The Midwest chapter president, Mr. Dalai Godala, presented his report. He acknowledged past presidents of the chapter for laying an excellent foundation for the association. The chapter, he reported, is waxing stronger. In almost all of our conventions, the Midwest chapter continues to dominate the conventions with the highest number of attendees. Our focus at this time is to build stronger unity amongst the members. He commended the PRO, Dr. Dan Ohilua, for his commitment to this process in reaching out to members concerning their welfare. New York, New Jersey chapter. The New York, New Jersey president, Mr. Frank Ogbaho, presented the chapter's report. The advent of COVID dealt a serious blow to the chapter's ability to converge. Unfortunately, since the restriction on COVID was lifted, a number of meetings have been scheduled, but none of our members showed up for these meetings. Lately, he said, some of the younger SET members have reached out to him again on the need to call for another meeting. He assured the House that he was willing to schedule another meeting at his expense as a way to revive the chapter again. I will do my best to bring the chapter on board again, he promised. California chapter. The president called on engineer Chris Igbenedion to give a report on the California chapter. Engineer Igbenedion thanked the president for the recognition accorded him to speak on the California axis of the association. Let me be clear, we have no active chapter of the association in California. What we do have are 4 active members separated by a minimum of 3 hours drive who just happens to be active individual members on their own merit. For now, he stated all 4 members continue to be active at the national level by being either members of the BOT or attending national convention on a regular basis. Boston chapter. Mr. John Owe presented a brief report of the Boston chapter. According to him, the Boston chapter was active, alive, and well. We are gradually picking up the pieces from where we left off prior to COVID. He was glad to report the addition of 2 new members from neighboring states with no home chapters of their own. To this end, he put the House on notice about a name change to New England chapter at the next convention to reflect the inclusion of new members from neighboring states where there are no active chapters of ICCOBA. As a way to bring members closer, a cookout will be held during the summer months for members and their families to fellowship together. This is said is some of the initiatives in place to increase membership and participation in the chapter's activities. Kansas City. The president of the Kansas City chapter, Mr. Andrew Ehiwe, was unavoidably absent. The president called on Mr. Nicholas Ogbevoin to present his report. According to Mr. Ogbevoin, the Kansas City chapter has virtually dissolved. There's no active executive anymore, and most of our founding members have relocated to other states. He muted the idea of a regional association as a way out of this quagmire. For the few active members like him, they paid their membership dues directly to the national body. Dallas chapter. Architect Augustine Ekukwe presented the report. Just like the previous chapter president before him, Mr. Ekukwe informed the House of a name change for the Dallas chapter. Moving forward, he stated the chapter will henceforth be known as the Texas chapter. This change reflects the inclusion of other ICCOBA members not resident in Dallas but living in the state of Texas. Mr. Ekukwe thanked Dr. Ige for his tireless work in ensuring the success of the convention. He also recognized other old boys from the state of Texas and thanked them for their presence at this convention. In concluding his report, he appealed to all his Texas brothers to join him in building a strong, viable ICCOBA chapter. Let's have a meeting as soon as possible and select officers for our chapter. Canada. The president of the Canada chapter, Mr. Babatokwe Atafo, and his vice president, Mr. Tedison Iyomana, were present at this convention. Speaking on behalf of his chapter, Mr. Tafo thanked the National Association under the leadership of Mr. Sunday Umaruge for their support and encouragement. We cannot afford to fail. The national body has developed a template for us to follow. I want to assure you that we are equal to the task, and if given the green light, we'll be ready to host the next convention come 2024. Contributing to the discussion, Mr. Tedison Iyomana, the vice president of the Canada chapter, echoed the same enthusiasm as his president. We are in the process of registering our association with the relevant government agencies. We will work assiduously to ensure that we are in sync with other chapters within the National Association. Addressed by the worldwide president, engineer Igodalo Etedale. Okay. The worldwide president delivered his address. He thanked the president of the North American branch for his leadership and commitment to the association. My admiration for what the North American branch is doing with its convention is truly a joy to be part of. The quality of your convention is top-notch. Your model of the Board of Trustees is something I will carry with me home to see the possibility of our adopting it. As we prepare to celebrate our 80-year anniversary of ICC, I truly hope we can begin to move away from our thought process of being so humble with the way we approach things and start thinking big. I recognize the financial constraints that is inherent in that part of the world, and that is the reason I'm here to appeal to those of us who have been blessed to reach deep into your pockets to support the association. Come and join us in all phases of this celebration, both in conceptualization and execution. Let us showcase our anniversary that is worthy of our name. To celebrate this anniversary, a fundraising dinner with a ticket value of 200,000 naira will be sold out to 400 guests. Our goal is to raise 80 million naira. The money realized will be used to complete the ICCOBA house and also initiate projects to honor Dr. J. Itoto, one-time principal of Immaculate Conception College, and Mr. and Mrs. John, one-time vice president of ICC, as well as instructors at the school. As the current worldwide president, my goal is to build on the legacy of those who have occupied this position. Bringing more old boys into the ICCOBA national body umbrella is a task that will continue to advance. Participation in your various set activities is important. However, there is strength in being united under one umbrella. I am therefore calling on the various sets to join the national body to build a stronger coalition. Towards this goal, the worldwide president informed the assembly of the creation of a committee to harness the power of the internet to bring the various sets under the umbrella of the National Association. He assured everyone present that by the next convention, this portal will be ready. In concluding his address, Engineer Yodalo Tadene reminded the assembly of the Nigerian National Convention of ICCOBA taking place in Warri, Delta State. He used the opportunity to invite everyone present to attend the convention in Nigeria during the second week in November 2023. The 80-year anniversary celebration of ICC will equally be taking place that same month of November 2023, he stated. Matters arising and general discussion. At the conclusion of the worldwide president's address, the North American branch president, Mr. Sunday Umaruge, opened the floor to members for general discussion. Barrister Osayaba Osarian, the immediate past president of the Lagos branch of ICCOBA, gave a brief speech. His focus was on ways to grow and sustain membership of the association. He highlighted the importance of belonging to the larger ICCOBA family rather than the various sets. It is the structure of the younger generation at the branch or chapter level that will recognize you when you are no longer able to attend the general meetings rather than your sets. The next speaker was Mr. Nicholas Ogbevon, a member of the 1986 set, who introduced Mr. Ebenezer Williams' Empowerment Project and its originator, Mr. Osaro Aloba, to the House. Mr. Aloba gave a brief insight into the nature of the project. We have to be the change we seek in our country, not the government. Our goal with this project is to create an enabling environment for younger generations back home to be able to compete with their peers around the world in the areas of sports, technology, and the movie industry. Support this project through your donations, he solicited. Barrister Osayaba Osarian expressed a concern about an advert he wanted placed on the convention brochure. According to him, the information about the business and payment for the adverts were made. The Financial Secretary, Mr. Morrison Osifo, provided an explanation for the omission and apologized to Barrister Osarian. The information about the business went to the wrong email address not designated for that purpose. To accommodate your business, flyers advertising your business have been distributed on each table at this general meeting at no cost to you, he stated. Election of new executives of ICCOBA North America. The election of a new executive was the hallmark of this convention. The current executive, under the leadership of Mr. Sunday Umaruge, got huge accolades from the general membership of the House in the manner they ran the affairs of the association during the period of the pandemic. The COVID-19 virus dealt a devastating blow to most associations in their ability to sustain its commitment. ICCOBA North America came out of the pandemic stronger than ever before. So it was no surprise that the general membership of the House, of the association, in unison wanted the current executive to continue for another 2 years to fulfill some of the activities they were unable to carry out during the period of the pandemic. After a brief, interesting deliberation amongst the members, the president called for a motion to dissolve the current executive. Dr. Philip Oseobo moved the motion to dissolve the current executive. His motion was seconded by Dr. Clement Ogene. Following the dissolution of the executive, an electoral committee was constituted to conduct a new election for the association. Major Cletus Obaho, the chairman of the committee, proceeded to conduct the election of new officers for the association. However, prior to this process beginning, Mr. Evans Imafidon moved the motion that in view of the fact that the dissolved executive did not complete all of its assigned functions for a period of 2 years due to the prevailing pandemic at the time, they be allowed to serve one more term of 2 years for the association. His motion was seconded by Dr. Peter Arasama. This procedural process generated a very interesting dialogue amongst the members as many weighed in with their opinions and suggestions. Dr. Austin Ago called on the House to be mindful of setting the precedent by not following the process as laid down in the Constitution. Dr. Philip Oseobo argued that no precedent was being set. We are not changing the rules. The previous executive was dissolved as specified by our Constitution. We are actually following the process as laid down in the Constitution. These issues generated a number of opinions from members. At the end, a counter motion was put on the floor by Engineer Matthew Odugie that all positions be open for new officers to be elected into the new executive. His motion was seconded by Mr. Festus Obano. The two motions were put on the floor of the House for members to vote upon. The voting process was conducted by the Electoral Committee headed by Major Obaho. The motion for all members of the previous executive to be returned to continue for one more term of 2 years got the most votes, 41. The counter motion got 5 votes. By this action, all members of the dissolved past executive were returned back to their various offices. The swearing-in ceremony of the newly elected officers would be held later in the day during the gala activity, said the chairman of the Electoral Committee. Adjournment. With the electoral process completed, the President, Mr. Sunday Omaroge, thanked members of the Electoral Committee for their excellent work in conducting the election. The President then informed the House that the Canada chapter has agreed to be the host of the 2024 National Convention in Toronto, Canada. The House was ecstatic at this announcement. A motion was then moved by Mr. Delegate to adjourn the general meeting. His motion was seconded by Mr. Kennedy Wasage. Following this, closing prayer was given by Mr. Benson Asemucha. The meeting officially came to a close. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Kenny Giwa Osage. Now it's time for, if there's any corrections, please let us know. If there's any correction, I know there's a correction in terms of the spelling of Igodalo, Engineer Igodalo is an organ there too. All right, okay. Any other corrections, please?
Addressed by the worldwide. I think that would be the last line.
Okay.
The 80-year anniversary celebration of ICC will equally be taking place that same month of November 2024.
Okay, all right, okay.
2024. Oh, 2024.
Right. Yeah. It's 2024. Worldwide President speech.
Okay, 2024. I wrote 2023. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Any other corrections, please? Okay, if there's no other correction, can we have someone make the motion to? Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. All right, can somebody move the motion to adopt? Okay, go, sir. Okay, all right. Okay, seconded by, all right. All right, all in favor of the motion to adopt the minute from the last meeting, please do so by raising up your hands. All right. The raised hands have it. The motion is adopted. Thank you. All right. Okay, the next item on the agenda is the Treasurer report. Mr. Elwecker, please.
Hello, gentlemen. I would like to thank the members of the Board of Trustees, and they've been very, very supportive in providing, making payments on time, and glad to report that as of July 9, 2024, we have a total balance in our checking account at $62,505.59. So as of 7/9/2024, the total balance in our account is 62,505.59. Although we are still making payments to our vendors, we know conventions are quite expensive, and the payments are still ongoing. But I'll leave the specific details for my financial secretary to get into the details of the expenditures. Hopefully, after this convention, after a couple of weeks, we'll have a complete report. The financial statement will be ready. So at this point, I want to thank the members of the Board of Trustees for their support. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Eweka. Mr. Osifu, please. For the Financial Secretary report, Mr. Morrison Osifu.
All right, good morning again, and welcome to Toronto. Nice to see all of you. Before I make my report, one upfront comment. Whatever I'm presenting to you today is a tentative financial report. So the reason for that is that we have found a little bit more scientific way to report our finances, and we, as we speak, it's still going, we're still collecting. So whatever we have here is going to be tentative. But you would always start from where we stopped last year. So you will see that the pages connected with finances. Thank you, Elder, for advising us to do page it next time. So it would have been easier for me to refer you to where financial reports start. But you will see that we have an ending balance, for the last financial year, and then we have a beginning balance for the new year. I'm going to quickly ask everybody to go to the page before the legacy program. We're going to correct, correct that data. That data is coming from the 2023 Gala Night donation and pledges redeemed. Just like we say, I just said a moment ago, these things are ongoing, and only last night we were able to upgrade that collection from Dallas, the donation, the page before the legacy program. See, the page before this. So I will just tell you what to do, because this is a document that you're going to take home, so you need to take in the correct document. So go to number 13, Dr. Chris Ozua. Right there is $300 is saying pending. Please cancel that pending and put redeemed. Yeah, please cancel the. Is everybody with me? Okay, I'm going to show the page again. This page. Okay. Yes. Number 13, numeral, the number 13, Dr. Chris Oswald. That is our amiable doctor from the UK. Only redeemed his pledge last night, and because of that, it's going to automatically generate. Yeah, the page before the legacy program. Yeah, that page, sir. That page, yeah, number 13. Yeah, everybody with me now? Okay, fantastic. So, cancel the pending and replace it with redeemed. Okay, so then we will come to the bottom, and the numbers will change. The total will now be $12,730. The total will now be 12,000. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I got it wrong. The total is going to remain the same, but the redeemed is going to change to 12,730. Oh, okay. You see what I'm saying, sir? Yeah. See, guys, who those who knew me from ICC will not be surprised. Definitely, Mr. Varghese will not be surprised. They know what I'm talking about, you know. Those of us, any arithmetic problem, we always beg God Almighty. Okay, so, yeah, thank you. So after that correction, we can now go straight into making the tentative report. Maybe as I try to locate that page, I will just, continue from where my treasurer he actually touched on it, and I can just re-echo your voice again by thanking our board of trustee. As I was listening to the Secretary General read the minutes, he did say that last year we told you that because of the way that our board of trustees is supporting this organization, the effortless effort that they are making to support us is beginning to rub on us or in the way we pay our dues. So you will see just now that our dues collection has increased by some really significant percentage. So I'm so proud of everybody, and I hope that it will continue to be, a good trend, and it will continue, and we'll just get to know and just get used to paying our dues, because that is the only way we are able to fulfill some of the goals that we set out for ourselves. So we'll now go to the page. There's no page number, but the tentative, the tentative, Mr. Gulago, the tentative, the one that says the tentative, that will be after the financial report of last year. You have to locate that page. You see, the ICCOBA financial statement for financial year 2022 to 23, don't worry about that page. We took care of that last year. Okay? All that you need from that page is just to look at the ending balance, which will be the beginning balance on the very next page. So the very next page is where I want you to be. And on top of the very next page is tentative. Is everybody there now? Everybody there? People in this side of the room, are you there? Okay. Yes. ICCOBA financial statement, financial year July 1st, 2023 to June the 30th, 2024. The beginning balance of the national account was $54,418.26. Okay. How did that happen? Let's look at the income. The dues. This year, this new financial year, we collected a dues of $5,760. That's what I'm talking about. If you look at your spare time, take a look at last year. You will hear about the improvement that I'm talking about. I hope I'll be able to stand before you next year and even see more improvement. I'm very happy about it. You can see the smile on my face. The BOT contribution for the financial year 2023 is $12,150. The convention income is $16,815. Revenue collected for housing project, nothing. BOT contribution already towards next year's financial year, which will be 2024, is already at $3,200. 80 million for 80 million. That's the project that our good friend from Nigeria, Nedo Sayede, spoke about. Our effort from here amounted to $12,450. But let me make a quick comment about it. This is the ones that were paid into the USA account. Some of you and some of us, matter of fact, contributed directly to Nigeria. That is not to say that we don't have that record. We do have that record. But because this money, this particular one, went straight into ICCOBA account, it's our duty to report it. We do have the collective effort of everybody, including those who contributed directly to Nigeria, and that will be reported separately, probably when the whole report is ready, say in the month of October or thereabout. The total income came to $104,793.26. Expenses. Administrative expenses for now, because we're still collating, is a zero. Stamps and envelopes, zero. Our website renewal, we've already done that for the year, came to $693.53. Articles of incorporation renewals, nothing. It cost us $75 to file our taxes in this year. A reverser, zero. Wire fees, that is the fees that we pay for sending money to Nigeria, we were charged $45. Our Zoom charges, we've not paid that for the year. The convention so far, the association has spent $20,231.20. Okay, we didn't spend anything for the banner because we already have it. Expenses to Canada, we didn't do that. Scholarship program, we have not taken care of that this year. Then the 80, that's the 80 million for idiot. That is the project that it talks about. You will see us reporting it again as expenses. It came in as income, and then we paid it out to the worldwide body. So that is why it is coming under expenses. There was nothing spent under miscellaneous. And the total expenses of the association is $33,494.73. So the ending balance is $62,505.92. Sorry, 59 cents. Let me say that again for proper records. The ending balance is $62,505.59. So that is the situation with our financial statement. So the next aspect, like I've already commented on the BOT contribution, I join my voices to that of the president and that of our treasurer to thank our BOT members. You really make us look good. Your support for the association is well appreciated, not just by the executive, but I believe also by the entire membership of the association. I've already spoken about how our dues collection is improving. And one more thing that I need to talk about, unfortunately, our very elderly member, Mr. Benson Asemuta, is not here today. A few years ago, he was the first person in this association to introduce us to the idea of using our internet resources. At that time, I remember it was like, is that possible? But I want to commend everybody. You see, the process of registration yesterday, my 1986 set, we discussed this last year. Mr. Loba is there. We said that if we adopt the process of pre-registering or doing some of the things we need to do online, by the time we come here, things are going to be very easy. Yesterday's registration of members for this particular convention was the easiest so far. No doubt whatsoever in my mind that was because members are beginning to respond to our calls to do some of these things online, and I just hope and pray that we continue to use those resources. We can also go to our website, which is very robust now. So you can do your payment, you can use Zelle. I'm told the Canadian chapter also has the equivalent of the Zelle that we have in the user. They call the email something, all right? Exactly. So all of those things will make life easy for us. And I want to thank all of you for doing that. You see, we are all sitting here now, and things are just going so smoothly. You know, so I'm going to end by promising you that as soon as this convention is over, and certainly before the next meeting, the final financial report for the year that ended June the 30th, 2024 will be ready. That is a promise. I expected some response. Yeah, thank you so much, and it's good to see all of you.
All right, round of applause for our financial secretary.
Oh, okay, all right.
I just want us to look at the total income and the total expenditure.
Okay.
And I'm not sure that correction, that total, the net, the ending, let me get. The total income was 104,793.26, while the total expenditure was 33,494.73. So if you do the subtraction, I think it will give you 71,298.53.
Right, but we're not doing the subtraction. What we're doing right there is simply informing you what is in the bank account statement.
No, I know. I'm saying the balance that you will have.
Okay.
The ending balance is not to be 62. It's going to be 71,000 plus.
Between
expenditure
and...
No. You want to explain it?
Yes, that's a very good observation.
Okay. Right. Yeah, but here is the problem that we have, but I understand what you were saying. We were reporting what we have in the account now, and the reason why that is like that is because that differences that you're talking about right now is in the Canada account. Because when we were doing this, as we do this registration, many of you sent your money to the Canadian account, and that account has not been reconciled with the national account. So after the convention, that account will be reconciled, and then we will be all right.
I thank the executive for a job well done. For transparency's sake, that line should have reflected that money that we are expecting as accounts receivable.
Right.
So it will be very clear to our members what we have outstanding and what we currently have.
That's true.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I announced that this is tentative. We came in last night. Matter of fact, I'm reporting to you now that I've not even had the time to look at the Canadian books. So that was why I was emphasizing that this is tentative. You know, hopefully, at the end of this night, I will be able to, I've already told the Canadian treasurer that we need to put our heads together. Yes, we actually saw this. We discussed it. but we've not had the time to look at the Canadian, account. He has sent it to, he has sent some to me, but we have not had the time to see that. That is where I believe that the difference is coming from.
Yeah, but again, I want to thank you for pointing that out. It is a reality that should have been indicated on either with an asterisk that Canadian account is not included with this report. So thank you very much. In the future, it will be done accordingly. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so just to quickly, I am the treasurer for the Canadian account. So as at this right now, people are still making, my name is Joseph Ogbebo, the treasurer for Canada. As at now, people are still making payments, so we have not finally reconciled. Even like, people still call me out now, they want to register, and so we'll go out. So until everybody has paid and done all that, then we'll do the baseline and we'll reconcile that.
But based on what this gentleman said, the minimal balance that they should have right there will be the differences in what you just pointed out. So I just want to make that clear. Yeah. Right. A minimum, right.
As at this report, the minimum will be 8,792.94 cents.
Okay. Could you repeat that again one more time?
The minimum we are expecting right now will be 8,792.94 cents.
94 cents. Yeah, you can go, but it's not. But let's keep this in mind, okay? Excuse me, please. Order. The only comment that I'm going to make is that one of the reasons why we left the money in Canada account is because they are engaged in expenditures that are not even indicated right here. Okay, there are a lot of expenditures that, for example, the printing of the brochure that you have in your hand right now, that was paid for from the Canada account. It was cheaper for us because every time we transfer money from the national account to the any type of expenditure in Canada, we are charged international fees. So we allow Canada to take care of some of these expenditures. So it may not be increase in the revenue, it may just be increase in the what? In the expenditures. Okay. But I thank you very much. I want to keep, when someone says something that is absolutely correct, we need to make sure that we align ourselves with that correction. And that is, there should have been an indication on this report that the differences, it can be traced to the Canadian account. All right. I want to thank you again for that comment. All right. Yeah, go on. Okay. You want to go, please?
Okay. Sorry, just please, before you speak, please announce your name so I can properly document who is talking and all of that. Thanks a lot.
I was going to do that also.
The guy. This is Oriahi. Free, all right?
Yeah, we've resolved that.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. President. Okay. Just to join my name is Humphrey Oriahi from Lagos chapter, 1994. Okay, just to join my voice with my seniors there, and in the spirit of the first correction that we did, that you showed on the board, where you asked us to correct it on our notes, I want to say that also should be passed here and put in our various notes as well as a line to show that difference. And secondly, the other thing I wanted to also raise is, from what I see, the accounting period is July 1st to June of the previous year. So this accounting is done with respect to time. So you put a time to say this is what it is. Now, and I'm seeing contributions of full year 2023, that's for the BOT, and you said something about money paid in advance, year 2024. So typically I'm looking at this should be represented because the year is ending 2024 by June. So this it means that the payment is for this July 2024 that will end in June 2025. that is what it's supposed to be.
Right.
Just to be clear.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. That's what it is.
So it should be forward 2025 because
Right,
that is when the year ends, and then the other one represented is full year 2024 and not 2023. Right. You also have that correct.
All right. Thank you.
Account for money that we have right now. We're just trying to account for all the money we have right now, that is coming in.
ICCOBA financial year starts from
He-
July 1st of one year and ends the next year.
Right.
So technically, the
BOT.
we're reporting right now for what happened, from 2020 in 2023.
To 2024.
The
question is this contribution for during this year, 2024.
Right.
Is it for 2024, the financial year ending July 2024, or for 2025?
2025.
That contribution
is
for ending 2025.
So it should reflect that it's for the financial year.
It is.
Financial year 2025.
Let's not deal with that. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah. It's. That's what he's saying. Let's not. Yeah. All right. Okay, that has been taken care of. Thank you for the correction. Okay. Thank you. Huh? Oh. Okay. Give it to him.
Let me say this. This is a democratic society. When you sit on those high tables, it's to allow you to be able to have a good look at us. Some of us have been raising our hands. It appears the view is there. Having said that, let me move on. When you said redeemed, after Dr. Ozwa gave you the 3, so the redeemed became 4, right? Complete it. Just complete it. Yeah.
2024. Yeah, this year. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
It happened last year.
Just complete it, please.
Yeah.
So this is ICCOBA.
Yeah. Just complete it.
No, this is ICCOBA. Let me land. I'm a class of 67. Okay. One should be allowed to express, or students should be allowed to express themselves the way they want to, and you, the professors, have to take it in. You don't chastise the students for expressing themselves the way they ought to express themselves. As professors, you are to walk those students, meet them, what is considered in management to be person-centered. Meet them on that level and walk them to the point that they want to be, not the point that you, the professor, wants to be. Okay? So when you say the redeemed will be 12,430, right? That will become the newly redeemed. Technically, you no longer use the word redeemed in a query form. I'm an ICC student. In a query form, query in our time means understanding that English language, and we have it in our own African centeredness as query, as an ICC. So the newly redeemed, it can no longer be redeemed. Okay? In the language of Professor Emeritus Gus Ikagure, you have to question everything. It doesn't mean that you are being rude. It doesn't mean that you're not paying the due respect. Okay? With all due respect. So, newly redeemed. Okay? Yeah, technically. Okay? Now, when you go to the last total you will observe that that 300 is not included in your total. When you say that total, the ending total, because as of the time you prepared this, that 300 was not yet redeemed. You dig it? That's it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Thank you very much, sir. I learned a lot from that. I learned a lot. Thank you. Yes, I will explain to you later if you didn't understand. For a fee.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay.
No.
It's not the math. It's okay.
Okay. All right, go on.
So, sorry, bringing just some of these most technicalities, as it were. Like I earlier had mentioned, accounting is reported by a time, date. So this date here says as at July the 8th. So if we have to put this, whether as redeemed or newly redeemed, it's like we have to have had as at today when that money was paid. So this report I will have here, in the reasons of it in the first place, I'm not sure you were really wrong, because as at the date, it was not redeemed. So this should be in your final report.
Right.
That's what it should be.
Right. That is very correct. And I think that Mr. Morrison of Osifo is trying to actually give accolade to Chris Ozwa for redeeming the money, while at the same time now we are finding out that the accountants are telling us what we are hearing. But his intention, I know his intention. His intention is very clear. His intention is to congratulate Chris Ozwa for redeeming that money. Yeah, it is a very good thing. Right.
You can acknowledge it.
Yes, that
don't
is
change the report. The report
yes.
stays as the way it is.
Yeah. Right. In another report. Right. But I know that I don't read your heart, man, because I've been working with you now for 6 years, so I know how you do things. It's always happy when people make their payments or dues or redeem payment. Yeah. So that's what he's doing. So can we put our hands together
Thank
for
you.
him, please?
Thank you, sir.
Right.
I actually was thinking of Redeemed Church.
Yeah,
all this while.
Yeah, no,
I said,
no.
Until
All right. Now we need to hurry up. Now it is time for us to listen to the chapter presidents. We can't go nowhere without the chapter presidents. So that is the next item on the agenda, please. The chapter presidents. If we can just go. The chapter president, we start from the Midwest chapter and then we move on. Okay, just the way we had it in the past. You can go back, and after the Midwest chapter, according to the report that we had, the next chapter will be the New York. After New York, please. The California chapter, even if the president is not here from California chapter, somebody from California is here to represent that chapter. And then the Boston chapter. We've already concluded based on what Eguavon told us from the last convention that the Kansas City chapter is non-existent, so we will not go to that. And after that, the Dallas chapter will now be recognized as the Texas chapter, and then concluded with the Canadian chapter. Okay, the Midwest chapter, please.
Good afternoon, gentlemen, fellow ICCOBAs. My name is Dalai Gurala. I'm an investment consultant, span real estate and financial services. Also a freelance life coach. I have the privilege standing here today as the current president of the Midwest chapter. Now, last event, the Midwest chapter was only including 4 states. I stand to report that since then we've brought in 2 other members from Kansas City and Colorado. So the Midwest chapter remains strong and growing. So, gentlemen, it is my honor to say that today most members here are from the Midwest chapter, taken away from the 86 set. So also in the past, I'm also the house prefect for Kizito House. That house has some unique characteristic of building leaders. My general man says something about leaders. I think people from Kizito House are leaders. Look at our president. The president is from Kizito House. So right now we are looking at about 24, 25 members of strong professionals in the Midwest chapter. Now I stand here to tell you, in the last meeting, my house or my club look at everything. They are so thankful to Canada for hosting us today. We know that hosting a convention is not an easy task. And we've looked around. We saw that, according to the Benin, or Asomagbe, Aboyo, for those who don't understand Benin, when something comes to your door mouth, say, it is you, it is your turn. You can't push it away. So in the last meeting, they sent me here to ask if it's okay, Midwest chapter will be honored to host this group for 2025 convention. So if we are granted that honor, you guys will be coming to a series that is known as the Windy Series. Now, convention always have a weekend event, but I'm going to invite you guys for a week event. Chicago is not a place you come for 3 days and get the feelings. If you want to get the feelings, plan to stay with us for a week, and we'll be ready for you. And the second thing I asked today, I'm jealous of Canada. I've seen a lot of people from Europe, Nigeria. If you guys love me as I love you guys, everyone should make a pledge today to start booking their ticket towards the Windy Series, Chicago, Illinois. I want to see everybody here like we are standing here today. I want to welcome you guys to the Series of Chicago 2025 Convention. May God continue to bless us. So may God continue to bless us, and I hope the House will approve it for Chicago to host you guys 2025.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, thank you. It's okay. If he's not here, I could speak for New York if you give me the permission. Thank you so much. So I want to announce that New York chapter is live again. When New York is alive, America is alive. Right? I want to thank your leadership, my great father, Frank Obanjo. Thank you very much for your leadership. Thank you. Thank you. No, honestly, this is not easy. When I got home, I was telling my mother-in-law, I said, Mommy, I think she said she was like 70-something. I said, you know, Pa Obanjo drove. Pa Obanjo is older than you. He drove all the way to New Jersey for this meeting. And as soon as he finished, he said, gentlemen, I have another event. He was driving again to another wedding, I think maybe for even an ICCOBA. Meanwhile, he's going to another party. I drove to New Jersey, and I was tired when I got home. He was going to another party. And I know that it's commitment. Thank you very much. So New York chapter is live again. Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry. Sir. I'm still lawyer. I'm still lawyer. New York and New Jersey, sorry, I'm not an excuse. I have 3 boys. All of them are called a Ronsa. But one is a Ronsa, one is Ogosa, one is Osagi. All of them, I call them a Ronsa. So, thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So, the New York chapter is live again. We had a meeting. We have New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. Sir, you see what I'm talking about. So, we are live again. We have a president. We have a treasurer, and we have all the functioning bodies that will make us a chapter again. And we are going to do fundraising like you have never seen. We are going to shake fundraising in Jesus' name. We are. You are being live streamed. Yeah. Are they looking at me? We are Wall Street. We are Wall Street. We are New York. You know, we are Wall Street. New York, New Jersey. Yes. Huh? I'm going to tell you later. It's a mystery. We are going to announce when no, we did. The reason why I don't want to, I want him to come and say it himself. You understand? He's not here right now. Okay? And I want him to do it himself. Thank you very much. Thank you.
The next chapter is the California chapter. We have 3, 4 people from California.
Yes.
Okay, all right. We need somebody.
That's the vice president.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Clement Ajayi. I'm the vice president of the California chapter. Engineer Igbenedion is supposed to be here today. He's the president of the chapter, but for some reason he couldn't make it. He apologizes to everybody for not being here. Just myself and him that are here. The California chapter is not really very active. Igbenedion and I and himself, we made effort to reach out to members. For some reason, it's due to the geography of California, where everybody is so widely separated. We are about 2 to 3 hours apart. We have not been able to come together as a body to make the ICCOBA chapter a strong one in California. But however, it's not enough excuse. We'll continue to try, continue to work hard to make sure that chapter is alive again. So on behalf of myself, the president, and my brother here, we want to congratulate the Canadian chapter for a very awesome convention. And I also want to thank the president for his leadership. We'll continue to do the best we can as Californians. And we promise you that when we come back next year for the next convention, we will be glad to announce that California chapter is doing very well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Not to draw the clock quite backward, I just want to add that I'm liaised with the president, Mr. Igbenedion, and we're also seeing tremendous people coming to California, and we're suggesting or looking at different modalities to ensure that we reach these new people coming. Hopefully, we take it off from there as the vice president has just mentioned. So hopefully, we see we'll be expecting some tremendous growth. And we'll be able to get it together despite the spread out geographically, like you just mentioned. And I'm in the hope that we will grow in strength and everything more than we're doing now. Thank you. I just want to mention that.
Next chapter is the Texas chapter. Yeah, you can speak for them.
Yeah, thank you, Canada, for hosting us. Thank you so much. And we're privileged to have had the opportunity to host ICCOBA last year. Thank you all guys for coming last year to support us. The Texas chapter is still in its infantry. There's no formal active, association there. The chapter is still in infantry. Major Obaho relocated to Texas. So we met at this place a few months ago. He's trying to reactivate the interest, of the ICCOBA chapter in Texas. It was very fruitful. So we don't have executive members, but what we're doing right now is that we've agreed to meet after the convention to see how we can formalize and create the interest in Texas. But what members have been doing on their own is amazing. Every opportunity we have to support each other in birthday celebrations, weddings, we all attend. So it looks like we're trying as much as possible, even though it's not formalized, but to support each other as much as we can. So the Texas members, in the amount of ICCOBA members in Texas, it's unbelievable. In Dallas-Fort Worth alone, I can tell you that at least 80 members or more. Usifu, is that correct? At least 80 members or more in Dallas-Fort Worth alone. In Houston, about the same number. So there's no reason why Texas should not be the place where we say, oh, ICCOBA is the strongest. So that's our goal. We intend to get there. And Obaho is very serious. Major Obaho is very serious about getting us back to where we're supposed to be. Thank you. And I'll see you guys in Chicago.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name again is Presley Murray. I would just mention one or two things about the Boston chapter. First thing first, normally we have the membership committee as under the office of the vice president. And unfortunately, our chairman of the membership drive committee has been unwell, and I know you people know him. Festus Obano has not been, he's not, unfortunately not in this meeting. Please remember him in your prayers. He's doing very well, and we'll continue to remember him. And thank you for the support from Atlanta and from the Dallas convention. He's doing very well, and he conveys his greetings. Okay, for those of you who are just joining us for the first time, membership is very important. Why? Somebody came into the country in the United States, was staying with a friend, moved to Texas, took a bath, collapsed, ended up passing away. Was never a member of any branch. Somebody said he went to ICC. That's all we had to work with. And that's one of the reasons why I'm driving to have everybody who qualifies to be an ICCOBA documented as an ICCOBA. If you don't register with us, you don't, out of goodwill, we'll be able to, but if we are going to come in as an ICCOBA, we want to make sure that you register with us. It's $50. It's very important, extremely very important. My brother passed away April 29th. I walked into UBTH. He was in coma. I know the chief medical director, who's my classmate. So I said, okay, what do we do? Somebody came and said, how are you, sir? Are you Presley Murray? You went to ICC. I don't know you, sir, but I saw your name. I said, yes, I'm ICCOBA. And that changed a lot of things. It's very important. ICC is ICC. You must be proud of the school. And wherever you are, even if you are in a refugee camp, I've gone to see refugee ICC old boys across so many countries in Europe. So I know what I'm talking about. So please, encourage people to join. I left in 1982. The first month, 1st of July, the late Professor Amiwu saw me. Say, hey, who were that lad in the school now? Old boy here anyway, that kind of something. And every time he will always take me and bring me back. The late Professor Oyi Osage, I can name them. So if you are an ICC old boy, just register. Dues, we will pay dues. Anywhere you have to pay dues, just please register and let it be known that you are a member. Okay? Classification-wise, don't be confused. First it was city. Chicago, New York. Sometimes we have to have a new name to reflect certain geographic regions in the country. Chicago has moved to become the Midwest chapter, which is extremely very good. They are mopping up Minnesota. They are mopping up India. So it's very good, and people are beginning to coalesce. And I must thank Mr. Dalai Godala. We have the tri-state chapter. usually called New York chapter. Actually, there are more members in that geographic region than in any other part of America, and we just want to get that chapter, working again. I trust the new leadership, and I'm looking forward to that number. Texas is always Texas. They come, they will impress you. They do things, it's finished. When they want to, they'll get it done. The members are fantastic, and Dr. Omorodion hosted one of the best conventions last year, and we're very proud of it. Thank you very much. The Boston chapter rose out of a small meeting in New York where three of us, I, Nabulele Wogere, and Iseo Sayime, who is burying the mother today, we drove to New York, and we took the convention out of New York to bring to Boston. We're very proud to say we're no longer Boston, we are the New England chapter. So we cover from Maine into Connecticut, the part not covered by New York. And we are very active. Just to show you what it is, when the New England wives, when they see themselves, they coalesce, and that has happened here in the last 24 hours. Mr. Oweir, 1978 said, Porres House still remains our president, and we are very grateful for his leadership. As I speak, he's looking for a priest that will say tomorrow's mass. That is what we do in New England. And every time our wives get birthday cards, we host a picnic, summer picnic. I am not there most of the time. I'm somewhere in the world walking away. But my wife will say, it's ICC matter, she has to go. So we know what we love ourselves, and the brotherhood is strong. Okay, so as part of the membership, we're very proud of the way people are coalescing around SET. 1986 SET, thank you very much. We see the power. Okay. 82 SET, 1976, we cannot just say, hey. So we are very proud of the way the sets are coalescing and bringing members. Tell whoever is around. Recently in the UK, a lot of Nigerians in 1 month, more than 50,000 Nigerians relocated into the UK. And the same is happening in Canada. So we would have members. They will be going back and forth, but we're beginning to build a base. And I know ICC is ICC first before most of the secondary schools. I know those who can compete with us. Edo College, Federal Government College, Warri, GCU, Government College, ULE, and probably who else? The rest, SPC, Asaba. So those are very few that can. Even ACC, Irua, they look up to us as a senior brother. So we know them. So ICC will always be ICC, and please get your fellow setmate to align with the closest chapter. You will be very happy to become an ICCOBite. We do what we do very well. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of it.
Thank you very much, Dr. Presley. Okay, we are almost coming to the end. All right, please, we are almost coming to the end. Did you? Okay.
When Chicago formed the Midwest chapter, it was based on the premise that the neighboring series cannot form a chapter. So I'm hearing all this mega series try to merge. It will not be a good service to ICCOBA as a whole. So New York itself has enough members to form great membership and form a great association. Even New Jersey on its own, Boston on its own. So let's be mindful how we combine these series, whether it's tri-state or not. If a series is big enough to form a chapter, please, let's still leave it the way it is. The reason Chicago started merging the Midwest chapters, people there are like one or two. But when you have more than five, we should encourage them to form a chapter so that we can have places to visit. Thank you, guys.
I can't thank you enough, but you also have to take into consideration with the way things are right now in the world, okay? Rather than have small meetings that may not be effective, when we meet virtually, connecting everybody, we meet as one house. So in as much as the local one, you have the one-on-one, effect. If you have a combination, the New England chapter, I know with Mr. Olise was my senior in college house. He lives up in Maine. We've never attended meeting more than once, but he participates in most of the things I cover New England. So for me to travel from my house in Malden, Massachusetts to Maine, it will take me 4 hours. So if you now say, okay, there's Moncton, I worked in Nova Scotia, and in Moncton and those surrounding areas, if for you to even, they can form a meeting around Maine, but to find how many 10 people is not going to be possible. I understand what you are saying, but I also understand, I can tell you what was happening those days. There was no Warri branch. Mr. Victor Osirian of 1969 or 70 said, when he was working for African Petroleum, he came from Kaduna. He was transferred as a manager for African Petroleum. They started Warri branch. That's how Warri branch started. They used, even the architect, the ex-worldwide president, he was working in Delta Steel then. They used to come and attend meeting in Benin. So it's always been like that. So gradually, they have Asaba branch now. They didn't have Asaba branch. Even Port Harcourt branch, we know how Port Harcourt started. So Mr.
Okay,
be careful.
All right.
Okay. So we understand. So they can form any branch. We are happy as far as we are registered and we can account for new members.
Okay, just one more comment. Let's move on because with time is of the essence. Okay. Okay. Right.
I'm Sonny Obaze, 79 sets. Just 2 quick points. First, a lot of people have made promises to grow the numbers in their various places. So we should make them to account or give us a report of the progress they have made in our next convention.
We will.
The second is that we're talking about clusters. Yes, it's okay. But if we really want to grow the numbers, then we should not. Well, we can encourage it initially. By the time they get to at least 10 members, they should not be left on their own and not form part of this. That's my contributions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Before we move on, I wanted to both congratulate and thank our elder statesman, Dr. Harrison Nabulele. A couple of months ago, he contacted me and said he is interested in doing something for our alma mater. And he explained to me what he was trying to do, and I got in touch with the worldwide president, and we discussed it. And at the same time, he was talking with his sets in Benin City. To cut it short, what Dr. Harrison Nabulele did was to buy a whole lot of copies of this book. The title is Great Benin, the Akaza of Post-Colonial Culture and its Relationship with the Europeans since 1400 AD. So he bought a whole lot of copies. I think the last time, if I'm correct, about 180 copies. If I'm wrong, 120, okay. He bought a whole lot of copies and he placed them in with ceremony and all. The vice principal of ICC welcomed his set and those who brought the books to the library, and the ceremony was carried out. And he paid for all the activities related to that. And then, out of the goodness of his heart, he bought additional copies that are here today to be distributed to yours truly, the executive. Yeah. So we thank him for that. Can we put our hands together for our please, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. The book is available for you in Amazon and all of those stuff for you to buy. Okay? All right.
You just said it's for the high table.
No, you better make sure that. And the chapter, wait a minute now, is for the elected executive and the chapter president. Okay, so don't give it to all these people from Nigeria. don't give it to him, okay? Yeah, go to Amazon. So just give it to the elected executive and the president of the local chapters. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. You. Yeah. Right, okay. Right. We'll get copies. Right. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, basically what he's saying, the books are also available. He's paying for the books that were given to the school will be given out annually to the students who are proficient in history. Okay, GS1, GS2, and GS3. Okay. All right, now we know that it's time for us. Remember what I said now. Please keep this in mind. You have to be downstairs between 1 and 2 for the tour. The bus will leave here at 2:30. Is that correct? 2:30. If you're not here at 2:30, if you're not outside at 2:30 for the bus ride, you will be left behind. Now, before I leave, I need to say this. The class of 87 told me that they will be having their anniversary this year, that I should please make the announcement for them. So if the president is here, is the president here? No. Okay. No, it's, huh? Okay, all right. Okay, go on. Give him the space.
Yeah.
All right, go on.
I greet my seniors and my brothers. This has been a wonderful convention. A lot of appreciation to the Canadian chapter, the Secretary Jen. I saw your work. And I also want to refer us to this brochure. This is a very well-made brochure.
Please.
And I also just want to, I thank everybody that put an ad on here, well appreciated. I want to particularly recognize the Aloba Park project, Ebenezer Williams Empowerment Project. I just want to call our attention to this. This is a project taking place in the Ute village. It's going to be a park. I'm just referring you guys to it. Last year we came here and we sold a T-shirt with blue. This year we came with gold. Please, I have a few left if you want to support this this venture, for a contribution. I got some few T-shirts. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Before I pass it to you, okay, please understand that please understand that the way our lunch is set up, you have to go to a room. Some of you did there yesterday. You have to go to room 567. Thank you. Go to room 567. Your lunch is already packaged, and you will pick it up, and then you go to your room. We have enough room, enough food for you and your wife and your children. Okay. So I apologize. Well, you pick up two. Okay, you pick up two for. Listen. We have people who only paid for one now. Okay, if you only pay $125, you only paid for one. If you pay $200, you pay for two. If you pay for $240, you pay for three. That is 2 adults and one child. So that is the way it goes. We have the at least, but we're not going to be going through that. But we're just going to depend on our ICC ethics. Men of integrity, uprightness, and righteousness. Okay, so Remember, go to 5, 6, 7. Get your lunch, go to your room, eat, relax, be downstairs between 2:15 because the bus will 2:15 and 2:20. 2:20. The bus will leave at 2:30 sharp. Please. All right.
Thank you. Okay.
So, excuse me. So I know we're almost out of time, but I do want to take the privilege, if I can speak on behalf of the House, to express sincere gratitude to NEDO, who signed there, and also to our president, Sunday Umaroge. And I'm thanking you for the simple reason, because initially when we established the goal of 80-80, I really didn't think we're going to meet it, but I think it's due to your commitment that we're able to accomplish that goal. And I would like the minutes of this meeting to reflect the fact that we, as a member, just want to thank you again for your work.
Mr. President. Okay, go ahead. We'll yield for you. It's okay.
Mr. President, distinguished old boys, seniors, my mates, good afternoon. So very quickly, Mr. Toju Nana from Atlanta, he just sent me a message via the Facebook channel that I should humbly ask the House, those that are coming to the U.S., to help him get some of the T-shirts, So I don't know if anybody's going. He lives in Atlanta, so they can buy from Uncle Teddy. So he can take along. That's okay. Thank you. The secondly, sir, in respect of the bully-free zone campaign, I want to respectfully suggest that we should leverage on our network with the government so that drive cannot just be limited to our alma mater ICC alone. We can collaborate with the Ministry of Education and make it across board, all the secondary schools, then you can even start from primary school and just champion it, let it be a drive, that Edo State is a bully-free zone in all the institutions, whether it's private or government. So not just limited to ICC alone. I think that will give us more, media visibility. My name is Samuel Rabo. I'm 97 sets. So I just want to, suggest that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, sir. Somebody else was already on queue, if you don't mind. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, everybody. I was just going to add to what this gentleman said about the anti-bullying strategy. It was mentioned, and I think it's something that is really worth us following through with, because it's really a problem. I was in ICC, I was in a boarding house. I know what I suffered as a student. And you can imagine how bad it was then compared to now. I don't know how it is right now, but during our time, if you were in the boarding system, you really suffer a lot of bullying. Not from your classmates, but from those who were 2-3 years your senior. And I think the culture is still there. It was mentioned today, we shouldn't trivialize it. It's not something that is unimportant. It's something that is very vital. And we as a body here can do a lot to change the situation back home. It will be much easier for us to start from ICC first. Let us implement it there. Then it can then spread to other institutions. If you want to tackle it from the state level, it's going to be a very difficult task. Yes. So let's start from home first. But we shouldn't just let it go. It's been mentioned, and I really will appeal to the president and to the executive to take this as a very serious and important issue we need to deal with. And on behalf of California chapter, we are donating $1,000 to that effect.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I will be 77 years old in September. Don't think that what I did, you saw me sobbing.
Yes.
Harris Enabulele doesn't do such thing if I'm not serious. I'm a revolutionary, national and international. I'm a Pan-Africanist. Also, I am taught history for 18 years in William Patterson. African history, Caribbean history, and African American history. I went to Howard University, Washington, D.C. I went to Howard University. I mean business. I cried along with my brother, also my cousin, Ihama Ogbedi. I saw my brother here, Oko Eweka. I called you just now. You walked away. Una, here. Oko, and Oko maybe he. The guy who suggested working with the state, that is my younger brother Obaseki. No, I said. You bedo you. Go. My grandfather, Odiase, Osimiago, who became Obaseki. And I'm on the line of Obaihengbu Danobu. I belong to that Zion. I know what I'm talking about. I am a revolutionary. I cried. I know what some of us suffered when we were growing up. Benin, Lagos. I'm from the Campus Square area and Ogbede area. I am not collaborating with no state government. I am starting it from ICC. As he said, I've donated $1,000 to that. And my brother, what did he say? He doubled it up, right? Yes. And now another 1,000. Yes, we have started it. Anti-bullying. And I'm bringing up my own children to be against bullying wherever they are. And that is a fact. I did not just spend money to promote this book. The author I brought yesterday, Nekmen Obasogi. In August, I will be back here for the Edo Language Day worldwide because the UNO, in their own foolish research, not knowing what type of population and the sample and what statistical package they used, included Edo language as becoming one of those languages that will go extinct. Who is United Organization? Those who ridicule the continent? Or have you all forgotten 1897? The Benin expenditure? Never again in our own generation we will allow such to take place. And I'm also from the great warrior family, the first Obamedo of Benin. So, a lot, right? And on my mother's side, from the Atta family, my own mom was supposed to be the Atta. And it is the Benin prince that started the royal family in Ida. The royal family went to Tosedo. I will give you the historical dimensions. The Nupe Byzantine, the Tosedos. So there is a link. When you say mathematically, A equals B and B equals C, so therefore A equals C. There is the Benin presence in Haiti, in South Carolina, in North Carolina. When we say ICC, Edo College cannot even compete with us. ICC is ICC. ICCOBA.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Okay.
Please, gentlemen, can we all sit down? Please, this is announcement. This is announcement. Can we all get people from outside to come in? Now, okay. Gentlemen, this is the following announcement, and we will abide by it strictly. For the dinner, you realize that at the time we gave out options for people to choose between fish and chicken. We are following that strictly. So if you know you want chicken, you need to meet me after this session so you can get your blue card. Without this blue card, you will not. The hotel will not honor you when you request for chicken. No jokes about that, please. 2, there's a wristband. Excuse me, gentlemen. There's a wristband which the security will use to assess you. You will get your wristband after clearance with the financial desk later. That wristband is what the security people will look at to allow anybody in. They have their instructions. So we need to follow that strictly. Now, for the bus ride, if you know you want to be part of the bus ride, it is still open. So I would advise that as much as possible, people should take that opportunity. Now, for everybody seated here, I can tell you, if you go pay for your parking ticket now, they are going to bill you $30. But we have a discounted rate of $20. And if you need one, feel free to meet me, as the hotel has provided us with the discounted tickets for $20 parking. So if you need one, please, I will make it available. Now, important too is the distribution of food. We all know what is going on, and we have to be very discreet about this. If this entire crowd moves to the room, I don't want to mention the room number because I don't know who is watching. I know the room number. But, so we have to be as discreet as possible in managing this food distribution. So between myself and the person, Teddy, we've agreed that we'll be taking 10 persons at a time. So we can play around, whatever I want to do. When you want to go, just let me. He's going to the room now and wait for 10 people at a time. He will not take the 11th person. Trust me. 10 at a time. Then while some of us will be waiting to go collect food, be the second or third batch, we have a photo booth there. Take your pictures. All the pictures you are going to take with the camera people here will be sent to your email. Later today, we are going to have a 360, whatever they call it now. It's a 360 spinner, whatever. So you can go there. Everything is taken care of. Take your pictures, scan it, and you get your pictures immediately. Yeah. The bus will be at the main entrance to pick everybody by 2:30. Thank you, gentlemen.
Right, thank you.
Any questions, please? Yeah, I'm ready for any question. Yeah, go ahead.
This is the time to distribute the wristband.
They should be going up there to the room now.
That's what I'm saying, but they cannot go there.
Well, that's why you all need to go there. They're going to do that. We're not going to worry about what the hotel thinks. Okay?
President,
yeah.
I sent you the information.
Right.
So we just got the parish priest is not
sure you can cater for people that are within the 1 hour and they will have the 2:30 bus.
We will.
Yeah,
we have the facility to do that.
Okay, yeah. Because it seems a short time to have 10 people. So,
okay. All right, you all go upstairs now, but they're going to come. Don't make no difference.
Did you tag the band and the parking?
Did you book for chicken?
Yes.
Okay, I'll check if your name is there, no problem.
Yeah, question, sir.
Sir.
If I don't want chicken, I don't care.
You take fish.
I just take fish.
I didn't book for anything. I didn't book for anything.
No, you didn't book for anything. You get fish, but you didn't get chicken.
Okay.
What's this for?
This is the ticket you use to collect your food. Registration center outside.
If we need
We don't have to. You don't have to put that.
Okay.
Your card is ready.
Who will come? It's your choice, whatever you want to do. Who will come to us? Bros, I beg. Give her your phone so that it's a great privilege, man. So I can lost anyhow, just take random.
Okay. So for the wristband, right? The wristband.
Take one.
But who are going to use it? I'm going to give the wristband or you?
Now or later? Now or later, the wristband. Okay. So I'll read the list from treasurer.
Okay.
Thank you, brother. When is the next one? Yeah, it's October. Yeah, the next one is October and then all right. Thank you all for coming.
Please, if you opt for chicken, come and collect your blue card now. If you opt for chicken, collect your blue card now.
Listen, I thank you for your leadership. Yeah. Speak to them. Yeah, I'll do everyone. So what I'm doing this evening, during the gala, I'll make sure that I speak about it. Please, remind me by waving your hand, okay? We're going there, we will see the very far, but we didn't see the very far. Okay. Now, so here we going for something. Okay. All right. Cool. Where's it? Because I was looking for you to stand on the bus. We went there. I know. That's when I didn't see you. I know I've been seeing you all.